while every other guy on campus wasted their youth drooling over the local beauties. 2-hour day started the exact second his eyes snapped open in the past. Disoriented, he suddenly woke up, never one to refuse. Our smooth protagonist happily adds both beauties to his phone. Cue the ultimate protagonist buff. His voice was absolute perfection, but before the flirting can truly begin, two unexpected figures interrupt the scene. A gorgeous girl and her mother step up, asking if he knows the way to building A9. Our protagonist freezes. Fate has delivered yet another familiar face right to his doorstep, flashing a confident smile. He eagerly volunteers to be their personal tour guide. Shen Yu's mother politely thanks the helpful young man. While strolling across campus, the mother considers grabbing a student SIM card for her daughter, smelling a perfect opportunity. Our guy goes into full salesman mode, he smoothly suggests, exchanging numbers with the lovely daughter, claiming it is strictly for technical support. But plot twist, the mother completely blocks his game by offering her own number instead, leaving Shen Yu absolutely speechless to the robotic voice of a subway intercom, announcing the arrival at Jinling. However, our protagonist's confidence soon betrays him, acting on pure instinct. He accidentally leads Shen Yu straight to her exact dorm room. She tilts her head, her eyes narrowing with intense suspicion. How could a total stranger possibly know her room number? Sweating bullets, he spins a desperate lie, claiming he overheard their conversation earlier. He breathes a heavy sigh of relief. That was way too close. Still, a harsh reality check kicks in. Pushing SIM cards is a beginner's game, and at this snail's pace, securing his first pot of gold will take an eternity. He needs a massive cash grab. Fast forward to the next scene. Our determined protagonist launches a brand new street stall, instantly drawing a massive, curious crowd. The main character was practically a magnet for the ladies. Some girls showed up just to admire his handsome face. One bold beauty even stepped right up to flirt. Buying a SIM card was just an excuse to ask why his phone number was blacked out on the promotional flyer. Our sly protagonist smoothly blamed it on a massive printing error. Station. He stared down at his trembling hands in sheer disbelief, knowing for a fact he was, without missing a single beat. He personally offered her his private digits, while ordinary guys were dying of thirst. Our boy was absolutely drowning in an ocean of romance. Suddenly, a classmate called out, announcing a massive crowd desperately waiting to buy his SIM cards. The master plan was finally coming together. Our protagonist grinned, knowing his genius marketing scheme in the senior group chats was a complete and utter success. You see, he had secretly infiltrated those very chats, hyping up his own business by pretending to be a highly satisfied third-party customer. This big brain move didn't just hook regular buyers. It actually lured in senior students eager to become his sales agents. That was exactly how he ended up recruiting the talented Lu Shuo. The two ambitious hustlers exchanged praises, recognizing the ultimate money-making aura in each other. Right then, a stunning girl approached, asking if the referral commission was still on the table, supposed to be a dead man. Suddenly, a sweet voice shattered his thoughts, calling out to him. Our protagonist froze for a split second, completely caught off guard. Standing before him was none other than Li Shiking, the academy's absolute top student and a future elite diplomat. Realizing he had caught a golden goose, his inner CEO instantly awakened. When she repeated her question, he didn't just confirm the deal. He completely leveled up the game like a true master of commerce, like an absolute mastermind. He pitched a massive downline commission network, offering her the ultimate throne as the academy's supreme sales boss, lured by the scent of massive potential profit. General Agent Li Shiking takes the bait. She locks in the deal, promising to send the main character a golden target list once they exchange contacts. The main character smirks to himself, knowing his master plan is perfectly on track. Meanwhile, Lu Shuo is left. Hey handsome. A cute girl was desperately asking for a hand with her luggage, unable to reach the top, completely paralyzed in shock, watching the main character close impossible deals like it is absolute child's play. Across town, Suching desperately tries calling the main character, only to discover his number does not even exist. Her heart races with anxiety. But the moment Yan Yan mentions grabbing drinks with the main character's dorm mates, Suching jumps at the chance without a single moment of hesitation. Her lightning-fast response leaves her friend blinking in utter confusion. Seeing Yan Yan's stunned face, Suching smooths over the awkwardness, claiming she was just suffocating in the boring dorm room. She insists she desperately needed a breath of fresh air, playing it utterly cool while perfectly applying her makeup. However, Yan Yan sees right through the act, playfully interrogating her if she is dressing up for a secret boyfriend. Shelf. His jaw nearly hit the floor the moment he recognized this incredibly blessed girl. With a confident smirk, Suching drops a bombshell. He is not her boyfriend yet. He is her fated future husband. The scene shifts to the bustling cafeteria where Suching and Yan Yan eagerly await the dorm mates. The absolute second the boys announce their arrival, Suching shoots up like a rocket, her eyes scanning for the main character. But her bright hope instantly shatters into devastating disappointment. He is not there, panic creeping in. She aggressively questions the boys, making the entire group incredibly awkward, breaking the tension. Brother Hao explains that the main character had urgent business to handle. Internally, Hao is absolutely screaming. What kind of godly luck does their buddy possess? He skips the hangout. Yet a stunning beauty is desperately hunting for him. Suching's mind, however, spirals into total chaos. This exact moment was, as none other than Jiang Yan Yan. His mind raced, completely bewildered by how she looked so flawlessly, destined to be their fated first meeting. Cold dread washes over her as she questions if this is a terrifying butterfly effect caused by her regression. Yan Yan notices her pale, troubled face and gently pulls her back to reality, reminding her that the guy is simply tied up with important work. Despite the sweet reassurance, a gnawing anxiety refuses to leave Suching's chest, oblivious to her inner turmoil. The boys cheerfully snap back to reality and suggest dealing out a deck of cards. Meanwhile, at the towering University Town Telecom Business Hall, the main character makes his grand entrance. A cheerful female receptionist greets him with a bright smile, asking how she can assist him. Radiating pure confidence, the main character demands an audience with the store manager, declaring he is here for a high-stakes agency negotiation. Stunned by his bold words, the young. But what truly shook him to his core was her outfit. The exact same clothes she wore. Receptionist quickly escorts him toward the executive office. Behind his back, she silently marvels at his overwhelming aura. How can someone so incredibly young carry the dominant composure of a seasoned business tycoon? The scene cuts to the VIP office. Inside, a fierce, red-haired manager sits with crossed legs, radiating authority. She challenges the main character, mocking his absolute audacity to demand an agency role. Instead of wasting breath on words, the main character coolly steps forward. He slides a seemingly ordinary journal across her desk, revealing it is a heavily researched preliminary client list. He drops the bombshell data: 58 dorms and 247 guaranteed targets. His team has already conquered 3 major universities. And this absolute masterclass is just the warm-up. Scanning the insane numbers, a deeply impressed smirk. On the very first day of their freshman year, before he could process the shock, he creeps onto the manager's face. School just started. Yet this genius has already taken over 30 sub-agents, cutting straight to the chase. She drops the heavy question. What kind of rebate is the campus telecom center actually offering him? Without missing a beat, our main character lays his cards on the table. For a standard 150 yuan SIM card, he pockets roughly 70 yuan. That puts his cut at a solid 45%, but he is not settling for scraps. He demands 80 yuan instead, pushing for a bold 53% commission. The manager chuckles at his sheer audacity. Yet she actually agrees. However, our main character is far from finished. If they are playing in the big leagues now, he has a few more demands to add to the pot. First up on his list, he does not just want his campus. He demands exclusive agency rights for the entire university district. Second, he bumps his rate up, caught a glimpse of his own reflection in the window. Staring back at him was a face overflowing with, to a staggering 60% commission. And the final blow, he wants a 30% advance on all SIM cards and promotional gear. The manager's eyes spark with intense interest. Leaning in close, she sharply points out that his appetite is monstrously huge. Does he even comprehend the rock-bottom baseline cost of her business? Unfazed, our main character coldly states that he is no naive rookie. Business blood runs deep in his family's veins. With absolute confidence, he breaks down his golden strategy. For the crucial opening weeks of the semester, he vows to snatch up over 40% of all incoming freshmen and ruthlessly crush their rival competitors, laying his trap. He flashes a knowing smile, would handing over a 60% cut for total market domination, not let her sit back and simply watch the cash roll in. It is the ultimate win-win scenario. Silence falls as she weighs the gamble. Finally, she locks eyes and accepts every single term. Main character completely flipped the script. He poured all his energy into building his empire and youth. The exact face he had when he was just 19 years old. The impossible truth finally clicked. The moment she brings up drafting the paperwork, he jumps right in without a second thought, watching him ink the deal with absolute zero hesitation. The manager is secretly blown away. He might look like an ordinary college kid, but his terrifying composure belongs to a seasoned tycoon. But right in the middle of reviewing the terms, a sudden thought strikes our main character. He halts his pen and throws out one last request. He suddenly remembers that this very store offers exclusive iPhone contracts. Meanwhile, the scene shifts back to the chaotic cafeteria. Li Chang is absolutely losing his mind. Their card game is turning into a total disaster, and he blames it entirely on Su Qing's terrible plays, while he spits venom and rages on. Brother Hao steps in to extinguish the fire. He urges the hothead to chill out, reminding him that Su Qing is completely new to this. Why not go easy on the rookie? Or better yet, actually teach her the ropes? He had actually been reborn, like a broken dam. The tragic memories of his previous life, but Li Chang just scoffs in disgust. It is painfully obvious she only has eyes for our main character. So why waste his breath? The air grows thick with awkward tension. Reading the room, Su Qing quickly excuses herself, claiming she desperately needs the restroom. But the dark truth, her mind is completely consumed by frantic worries about our main character. That is exactly why her focus at the table was completely shattered. Hiding away in a quiet corner, she gathers her courage for one last desperate phone call. She prays to the heavens that he finally picks up. At that exact moment, our main character is holding his brand new iPhone. A smirk crosses his face at the bizarre twist of fate. Despite buying the SIM from a completely different shop, destiny played its hand. He somehow scored the exact same phone number that he used in his past life. Right on cue, the screen lights up with an incoming call, catching him totally off guard. His curiosity piqued. He hits accept. Squinting at the caller ID that feels eerily familiar flooded his mind. He remembered finally cutting ties with his incredibly toxic. Dead silence greets him on the other end. Annoyed, he threatens to just hang up the phone, but then a shockwave hits him. Su Qing's timid voice suddenly echoes through the speaker, and then she drops a total bombshell. She mentions his secret novel writing. But wait, that hidden truth was strictly locked away in his previous life. Panic spikes, and our main character slams the end button in horror. Back in the hallway, Su Qing freezes in utter confusion, until the horrifying realization of her massive slip-up hits her like a truck. After all, in this current timeline, our main character is only 19 years old. Not only is his secret out, but the rules of time itself are bending, since he doesn't recognize her and hasn't written any novels yet. Still, she claims, this is a tiny victory, already plotting her next move. But on the other side, our main character is completely losing his mind. He seriously wonders what on earth is happening. Could it be that his regression ticket came with a buy one get one wife and going on a fresh new date? But his fleeting peace was shattered when his ex showed up completely wasted. Free deal. Thanks to this terrifying twist, one absolute truth becomes crystal clear. Under no circumstances can he let his ex-wife discover he regressed too. Later, the group chats as they head back. The very second Su Qing hears the boys are returning to their dorm, a brilliant scheme flashes in her eyes. Seizing the moment, she forcefully ends their hangout early, insisting on personally escorting the guys straight back to their rooms. She is completely throwing the standard romance script out the window. Even Yan Yan catches on, stunned by her sheer desperation just to get a glimpse of our protagonist. Lai Qiang leans toward Brother Hao, utterly confused why Suching is so obsessed with following them home. Brother Hao lets out a heavy sigh. Isn't it blatantly obvious? He bitterly wonders why he can't score that kind of legendary luck with Yan Yan. screaming his name for the whole world to hear. Zhou Yuan, lunging at him. To his credit, Yan Yan is fully aware of his little crush. Unfortunately for him, she has absolutely zero interest in boys like him. She strictly prefers mature, grounded men. Suddenly, the scene shifts to the boys' dormitories. Right at that magical moment, Suching locks eyes onto our protagonist's silhouette. Overflowing with excitement, she aggressively shouts his name. Our protagonist instinctively turns at the sound. But the exact second he spots his crazy ex-wife, a tidal wave of pure regret washes over him. Meanwhile, Yan Yan stands there completely stunned. She never in a million years expected the handsome subway stranger to be Zhou Yuan. However, Suching's triumphant smile shatters when he coldly asks who she is. Quickly recovering her poise, she formally introduces herself, staring at her. Our protagonist finally remembers why he fell into her trap in the past. Suching's youthful. She grabbed his shirt, crying and throwing a massive tantrum about him, moving on with younger women. Self was undeniably breathtaking. Standing to the side, Yan Yan silently watches this bizarre interaction unfold. She fully expected some sweet, romantic banter. Instead, what she is witnessing looks like a ridiculously awkward pickup attempt. Suching stubbornly insists they need to get to know each other, secretly vowing in her heart that, in this life, she will be the one aggressively chasing him, sensing the dangerous trap ahead. Our protagonist calmly agrees to be acquaintances, but then, he drops an absolute bombshell, casually admitting he already has a crush on someone else. Suching freezes in sheer disbelief. Meanwhile, our protagonist smirks inwardly. He'd have to be a colossal idiot to end up becoming her miserable slave again like he did in his past life. Suching's mind frantically rejects the terrifying idea that his heart belongs to another. Playing completely dumb. Our Zhou coldly slapped her hand away, warning his deranged ex-wife, Suching, that she was totally. Protagonist innocently asks if it's a crime to like someone. He then casually drops specific details, claiming his crush is a long-haired freshman he saw wearing a cute hat and dress. Suching grinds her teeth in pure furious jealousy. Our protagonist just perfectly described Shen Yu. In that very second, his desperate ex-wife silently swears she will reclaim him at any cost. Right on cue, Yan Yan gracefully steps forward to greet him. Without missing a beat, our protagonist boldly asks for her contact number. Both girls stare in absolute shock when he casually pulls out an iPhone. His ex-wife's jaw drops. How could he possibly afford that right now? Meanwhile, Yan Yan quickly realizes this guy must have some serious financial backing. Sensing her absolute dominance slipping away, Suching panics and aggressively demands he add her contact. Out of her mind, making matters worse, his new date savagely mocked her, calling her an old cow with expired first, caught in a sudden crossfire. Our protagonist finds himself pinned in a seriously dangerous corner. Yan Yan catches his awkward panic. She gracefully backs off, suggesting they catch up later. Saved by the bell. Just then, Brother Hao chimes in with a crucial reminder. Their counselor called a mandatory class meeting. Talk about perfect timing. Seizing the ultimate escape route, our main character instantly drags them to class. He silently praises the heavens for this divine rescue. Fast forward to the bustling classroom. The boys are already back at it, scanning the room like judges at a beauty pageant. Li Chang locks his radar on one specific girl. But Brother Hao? He looks absolutely disgusted. He practically asks if his bro needs his eyes checked. Li Chang claps right back, claiming Brother Hao is the blind one here. Milk. That brutal insult was the absolute last straw. Blazing with fury, Suching shrieked, demanding to know who. The girl Brother Hao pointed out, completely basic in his eyes. A brutal roast. Brother Hao just scoffs. He claims these peasants simply do not understand true beauty. Unlike you, I have high-tier class. But Li Chang just rolls his eyes at the nonsense. While these clowns bicker over girls, our main character is busy making actual boss moves. He is texting Li Shi Ying. She proudly reports securing a massive wave of new customers. What an absolute business genius. He marvels silently at her fierce efficiency. Boom! The teacher suddenly strides into the room, demanding instant silence from the chaotic freshman. He announces his absolute reign as their class counselor for the next 4 years. Today's crucial mission? Electing a temporary class president before the grueling military training begins. He throws the floor open, seeking brave volunteers to claim the throne. Exactly. This little girl was calling an old lady. The situation spiraled out of control in seconds. In a blind rage, the gears in our main character's head start spinning. Who held this absolute power? In his reincarnated past life, he digs deep into his memories. Suddenly, the exact girl Brother Hao prays earlier steps right into the spotlight. I am Gu Yaoyao from Southern Anhui. She boldly claims the spot. For female class president, the boys instantly go wild, throwing their absolute support behind the beauty. But then, a random guy swaggers up. He smugly nominates himself for the male spot. The sheer audacity. He actually uses the stage to publicly hit on Gu Yaoyao. The entire male population erupts in blazing rage. Disgusted by this absolute clown show, Brother Hao refuses to watch this trash. He boldly steps up, fiercely nominating himself. He publicly roasts the fool. This is a position of high honor, not your personal dating app, stacking unimaginable wealth. You see, the man standing before them was no ordinary student. After, Su Qing stumbled backwards on her heels, falling right into the deadly path of the legendary. The tension peaks. But suddenly, all eyes lock onto our main character instead. He is completely ignoring the drama, shamelessly hustling his SIM cards loud and proud. The class gamers start drooling over the specs. With that much data, we could game forever. The counselor snaps out of shock. He raises a stern hand to halt this illegal classroom market. A legendary misunderstanding occurs. Our main character thinks the teacher wants in on the deal. He instantly pivots his sales pitch straight to the boss, listing out professor-exclusive perks. Spitting back to the mesmerized crowd, he drops the ultimate bomb. Insane group features. 4 bros in 1 dorm. You only need 1 single card. It is the ultimate student hack. Dirt cheap internet for just 50 yuan a month. A completely mind-blowing steal. Come find me if you want this power. Meanwhile, the counselor is left absolutely speechless. Truck-kun. Acting purely on instinct, Joe dove into the street to push her away. He realizes this freshman just casually mind-controlled the entire room, better than he ever could. The bait is officially taken. A girl eagerly raises her hand. She wants the juicy agent details. Our main character coolly lays out the master business plan. A solid 30% cut per sale. But wait. The real magic happens at the next tier. Bring in 30 people. You unlock a massive 50% cut. He concludes his epic speech with the ultimate plot twist. He declares his run for class president, promising even more insane perks. Free data for every single vote, with that ultimate bribe on the table. Naturally, the entire class surrenders their loyalty in a heartbeat. And just like magic, our main character snatches the crown, becoming the supreme class president. But the moment the bell rings, an unexpected shadow blocks his path. It is none other than the gorgeous Gu Yaoyao, with a sly glint in her eyes. She demands to buy a SIM card, thinking that if they somehow survive this nightmare, she would owe him her absolute life. Snapping back, he blinks in sheer confusion. Hasn't her roommate already secured one for their dorm? Her lips curve into a breathtaking smirk. The SIM card is clearly just a brilliant excuse, leaning in close. She teases if her sacred patronage is somehow unwelcome here. Seeing right through her playful trap, he smoothly deflects the romantic tension and announces to the room for everyone to hand over their ID cards. Time to process these golden tickets. Right on cue, his previous female client struts over, bragging about 5 brand new victims, customers, with a cheeky wink. She playfully reminds him about her precious commission fee. He nods, sealing the business deal. But suddenly, Gu Yaoyao thrusts her personal ID right into his hands. He had been dodging her like a pro, yet this campus queen refuses to be ignored. Leaning dangerously close, she whispers that she is trusting him with her literal identity. To the present timeline, Zheng Yanyan was pouting furiously, annoyed that he was spacing out. If so much as a scratch appears, the penalty will cost way more than his measly 50 GB data plan. Flashing a beautifully lethal smile, she drops her final ultimatum. You dare to ignore me? Now, prepare to pay the price. Fast forward to the steaming locker room, where our main character and his bros are washing off the day. And of course, The sacred boy talk immediately shifts to romance. Every single one of them flexes their absolute dating fantasies. Brother Hao confidently declares, "A man without a wild side is just a boring rookie, a total zero in the art of flirting." The irony is absolutely dripping here, since this so-called love master was instantly rejected by Ying Yan, catching the massive contradiction. Li Chang smirks and fires shots. "Weren't you just preaching about finding true, pure love?" Caught utterly red-handed, Joe immediately snapped out of his trance and apologized, blaming it on a daydream. But right at that, Brother Hao bursts into nervous laughter. Calling his bro a clueless fool, he shamelessly plots to lock down Yan Yan for marriage, while keeping his bachelor options wide open. Hearing this absolute trash-tier logic, our main character drops a heavy warning. Drop that toxic mindset, bro. Sweating bullets. Brother Hao immediately waves his hands, claiming it was just a harmless joke, nothing but pure locker room banter. But he cautiously asks, "Why so serious all of a sudden?" Staring through the steam, he simply mutters that reality will teach them a harsh lesson soon enough. But before they can question his profound wisdom, the entire squad freezes in sheer awe. Their eyes are glued to his god-tier, chiseled physique. Shrugging it off, he claims it is just light exercise, sending his bros into a spiral of burning jealousy, clearing their throats. The topic quickly pivots toward the looming shadow of the freshman military training. Second, the intercom blared, warning all passengers to brace for immediate arrival. Liang panics in a cold sweat. What if his uniform doesn't fit his frame? Flashing a reliable smile, our hero tells him to chill out. He promises to handle the logistics. Later that night, back in the sacred dorm room, the great SIM card debate reignites. Lai Qiang suddenly jumps on the bandwagon. He wants a piece of the network action too. The main character's jaw drops. Hold up, there are exactly 4 dudes in this room, and 3 of them are buying the exact same package, but Lai Qiang thinks he is an absolute genius. His master plan? Share the same network, and split the cheap data costs like true brothers. Hearing this utterly broken logic, Brother Hao verbally destroys him, leaving poor Liang blushing from pure embarrassment. But suddenly, the air gets sucked out of the room. The boys are paralyzed with sheer disbelief. Out of nowhere, the train jerked violently to a halt, sending Yan Yan flying totally off balance. Their roommate is casually chatting up a heavenly beauty, and the ultimate plot twist, the goddess is addressing him as a sunbae, pouting with adorable annoyance. She demands to know why our main character has been completely ghosting her texts about the SIM card. Seeing her frustration, our MC immediately raises his hands in surrender. He gently suggests that she shouldn't overwork herself, flashing a warm smile. He urges her to hurry inside before the chill hits, joking that a sick girl wouldn't be able to claim her precious SIM card. Touched by his sudden warmth, she waves goodbye with a bright smile. But the absolute second her shadow vanishes, our MC's dorm mates pounce like hungry wolves. Brother Hao aggressively demands to know his exact relationship with that beauty, and why she called a freshman senior. Joe lunged to catch her, but gravity won, sending them both crashing to the floor in a highly MC smoothly brushes it off, joking that his mature face caused the mix-up. But fate has other plans. As they stroll down the campus path, multiple beauties greet our MC, every single one chiming, "Hello, senior." Now, his poor roommates are frozen in absolute disbelief. Their mental gears spin out of control, concluding that their roommate is a hidden mastermind straight out of a manhwa. Living a double life, how else could he effortlessly steal hearts and suddenly reign as a campus business mogul, trapped by their wild theories? Our MC ends up backed into a corner of their dorm, facing an intense interrogation to confess his secrets. But our brilliant MC was already one step ahead. He casually drops a massive bluff, claiming he actually has an identical twin, compromising an embarrassing position. Meanwhile, our shameless main character took this golden opportunity to brother who rules the sophomore class. The dorm erupts in pure shock at this ultimate plot twist, though highly suspicious. They have to admit that if the twin theory is true, it perfectly explains the sudden wave of girls confusing him for an upperclassman. Just as the tension breaks, RMC's phone suddenly shatters. The silence. It is Lee Shiking. The very second he picks up, she cuts straight to the chase and demands her cash, proudly declaring she just sold SIM cards to 30 people. Hearing his sweet voice, his roommates can't help but cry tears of pure jealousy over his insane luck with girls. Sensing their deadly glares, RMC quickly escapes to the balcony to talk business. Under the moonlight, he promises Lee Shiking her hard-earned commission. Yet, get a front-row view of her magnificent twin peaks, realizing where his eyes were glued. She shrieked in, burning with curiosity. He asks how she conquered the market so insanely fast. Her response, a sharp demand for an extra consulting fee. Chuckling, RMC counters with an offer for a fancy dinner. But Lee Shiking's counterattack leaves him utterly speechless. She ruthlessly asks if that meal can be directly converted into cold, hard cash. The eavesdropping roommates cheer in victory, thrilled to witness their flawless MC finally get brutally rejected. Realizing she is a pure capitalist at heart, RMC drops a monetary offer she simply cannot refuse. Instantly, the secrets spill. It turns out, she has weaponized the school forum, building a massive network of subagents. She brilliantly let them stack their own profit margins, because RMC gave her absolute, turning back the clock and regressing to his college days. He combined his 19-year-old physical prime with the pure, red-faced panic. Joe smoothly brushed off the intense awkwardness by quickly standing up and pulling freedom. She locked her base price at 140, while her minions flipped them for 145. Hearing this ruthless pyramid scheme, RMC feels a sudden chill. This rogue business model is incredibly dangerous. Not only is it completely market-breaking, but it could invite catastrophic backlash. Because of this looming threat, he vows to shut the loophole down during their meeting tomorrow. Noticing his sudden dark aura, the clueless roommates immediately resume their relentless teasing, pester him about the mystery girl. But our main character just smirks, revealing she's strictly a business partner. He playfully roasts his dorm mates, adding that they would never understand such high-level concepts. After all, none of them possess his god-tier looks, nor his absolute genius for making money. This critical hit to their egos instantly. Her luggage down for her, snatching her bag with a flushed face. Yan Yan stormed towards the exit, but not. Makes the boys realize one harsh truth. It was time to shut up and go to sleep. Later that night, a terrifying nightmare haunts our main character's sleep. In it, Su Qing vows that she will never let him escape her grasp. Not even in this new life. He jolts awake in a cold sweat, while normal people dream of terrifying monsters. His ultimate nightmare is his own ex-wife. This chilling dream instantly triggers a massive realization. He begins to suspect the real reason Su Qing has been acting completely out of character. What if she also knows he regressed? His eyes narrow with serious intent. If she remembers their past life, he desperately needs to confirm the truth. With the gears turning in his head, our brilliant main character starts plotting his next move. The scene shifts to the bustling university gymnasium, hour before shooting him a death glare, swearing to end his life if he ever breathed a word about this. Main character and brother Hao are buried in mountains of military training uniforms when Guo Yao suddenly appears. She blinks in confusion as he brightly declares that she arrived at the perfect time. Without a single second of hesitation, he dumps the heavy duty of sorting the gear onto her shoulders, claiming he has a critical business empire to run. Before vanishing, he smooth talks her with the promise of buying her a nice dinner. Watching from the sidelines, Guo Yao's dorm mate glares in pure jealousy. After all, didn't they agree that she was the one who called dibs on chasing our handsome main character? So why is Guo Yao suddenly making a bold move on him? Instead, Guo Yao simply shrugs off the drama, boldly declaring that since he isn't officially taken yet, it is a total free-for-all in the game of love. Hearing this declaration, watching her storm off, Joe smirked, realizing she hadn't changed a single bit from his past life, only pours gasoline on her friend's competitive fire. After all, our main character is not only drop-dead, gorgeous, and charismatic, but he is a future billionaire. She is determined to claim him as her own at any cost. From a distance, Su Qing watches the two girls fighting over her former husband, deeply confused by how wildly the timeline has changed from her past life. Suddenly, Yan Yan pops up out of nowhere, startling her while cheerfully calling out to the class president. She notices Su Qing zoning out and instantly teases that she must be daydreaming about our charming main character. Su Qing plays dumb, asking what nonsense she is talking about. Yan Yan narrows her eyes, wondering exactly what kind of forbidden magic he used to make the ice-cold Su Qing so utterly obsessed, as if reading her mind. Su Qing coldly shuts down the gossip and orders her back to. The scene shifted to the vibrant gates of his old university, staring at the familiar campus. Joe. Work. Right on cue. Brother Hao steps up and kindly offers a helping hand, seeing a golden opportunity. Yan Yan grills him about the spicy rumors between our main character and Su Qing. But Brother Hao drops a massive reality bomb, bluntly stating that his bro isn't interested in Su Qing in the slightest. Yan Yan's jaw hits the floor. She passionately lists how flawless and top tier her friend is, bringing up her boss-level power play from the previous day to secure the class president title. Unfazed, Brother Hao instantly defends his friend's honor. He declares that our main character is an absolute legend. In fact, he reveals that not only is he a class president, but he is already running a monopoly as the supreme general agent for all campus SIM cards. Blown away by how he single-handedly crushed data prices, Yan Yan wildly interrupts, demanding to know why Brother took a deep breath, remembering how his past self once stood here with a heart blazing with pure ambition. How hid this crucial intel? He just shrugs. She never asked. Now, Yan Yan's eyes gleamed with absolute calculation. She remembered a senior bragging endlessly about the sheer fortune he made pushing SIM cards. So, if our main character is the head honcho, he must be swimming in mountains of cash. Desperate to confirm her theory, she pressed Brother Hao about the boss's true reach. Hao dropped a massive truth bomb, revealing an absolute army of undercover workers. He even suspected the boss's invisible hand stretched all the way into rival universities. Plus, with women practically throwing themselves at him, Hao warned the girls to completely abandon their hopes. But wait, since the boss famously rejected a campus goddess like Su Qing, Yan Yan's curiosity skyrocketed to the moon. Playing it smooth, she demanded his number under the innocent guise of buying a card. Eager to impress, a lifetime of grand dreams, crushed by brutal reality. But fate gave him a second chance. Brother Hao immediately offered his own services. After all, he was a proud agent too, but she ruthlessly poured ice water on his parade. She shot him down in a heartbeat, knowing a mere foot soldier couldn't give her VIP rates. Meanwhile, outside, the boss bumped into Chen when she strutted over to check his progress, shamelessly flexing her own daily sales records. Our main character had completely forgotten her little challenge. Thinking fast, he casually asked about her commission rates. With overwhelming, undeniable pride, she boasted about making 30 yuan per head. 20 total signups meant a massive 600 yuan in a single day. She smirked, eagerly waiting for his jaw to drop. Was he impressed? He gave a pitiful nod. Cute, but completely amateur, dropping the hammer. He offered her 50 yuan per head if she joined his rising empire. Chen, armed with the ultimate cheat code of future knowledge, his destiny will rewrite itself. Wen's brain completely short-circuited. Right on cue, the official telecom executives marched onto the scene. He smirked, joking that one more minute of waiting would have sent him straight into the arms of their rivals. They laughed, tossing back a friendly threat about massive breach of contract fees. Cutting to business, a female executive asked if his army of recruits was ready. Cool as ice, he replied. They had plenty of time, taking total charge. He tossed over Guo's application first, treating her like absolute royalty, since she had personally delivered it to him. The executive took one look at Guo's stunning visuals, and immediately teased if they were secretly dating. Never missing a single beat, the boss declared his single status. He boldly flirted back, claiming he was just waiting for the executive to hit 60 so they could finally elope. The absolute audacity. The game has changed. His epic monologuing is suddenly cut short. As his sweet voice breaks his focus, she cracked up, playfully scolding his silver tongue. But suddenly, a totally bewildered Chen Wen shattered the banter, practically screaming for an explanation. Dropping the humble act, Our main character finally unveiled his true identity. He was the undisputed general agent of the entire university campus, the true mastermind, with a devilish grin. He repeated his offer. Work for me, and make some real cash. Before her jaw could even hit the floor, the landscape shifted. Lu Shu marched in with an absolute ocean of recruits. The boss was absolutely speechless. His bro had practically dragged the entire student body. Seconds later, Li Qing stormed in, with her own massive mob, loudly complaining about a few pathetic no-shows. The boss just smiled with ultimate grace. He promised to pay out full commissions for every single name on her list, no matter what. And just like that, a stunning girl steps up, asking if he is here for registration. Zhao Yuan freezes. He stood back like a true emperor, watching his campus monopoly explode into glorious reality. Lu Shu and Li Xing were executing his master plan to absolute perfection. Naturally, this massive gathering sparked extreme curiosity across the campus. Smelling the sweet scent of profit, the boss flashed a $1 million smile and activated his ultimate merchant mode. He pitched the epic benefits so flawlessly that bystanders practically begged to sign up. But there was one massive problem. The registration line was already stretching to the horizon. Parents were frantically moving their kids into the dorms. But our main character? He was working the crowd like an absolute pro. He smoothly handed out flyers with door maps, telling the exhausted parents to settle their children first. They could always return when they had some free time. And if they got lost in the massive campus, a convenient hotline was already printed right there on the paper. Ruthless business mastery he forged in his past life. Armed with this absolute cheat code, he began to. He knows that face. It is his gorgeous university sunbae. Chen Wan. Meanwhile, across town, pleased with his flawless pitch, he spun around, only to catch Luo and the gang staring at him in total shock. Luo's jaw was practically on the floor. He swore the main character sounded like a veteran corporate salesman. Seriously, did they even graduate from the same ordinary high school? Beside him, Li Shiqing and Chen Wen were completely lost in their own intense thoughts. Li Shiqing was already plotting to become his shadow, desperate to steal his god-tier business tactics. Meanwhile, Chen Wen's eyes flashed with pure ambition, calculating the insane daily profits of working under his wing. Moments later, Li Shiqing nervously tried, pitching a SIM card to a passing lady, but was hit with a freezing cold shoulder. Seeing her crushed spirit, our main character let out a soft chuckle. He gently reminded her that rejection was just part of the game, and she needed thicker skin to survive in this industry. Su Qing jolts awake, gasping for air, like she just escaped a living nightmare. Her eyes dart around. Then, locking eyes with Chen Wen, he asked if she was ready to join his empire. She agreed without a second thought. By high noon, the sales were flowing like a golden river. Feeling generous, he decided to treat the entire crew to snacks. He couldn't even hide the victorious smirk on his face after counting his massive morning haul. Right on cue, Brother Hao marched over with the girls, loudly teasing him about raking in the cash. Playing it cool, our main character humbly brushed off the profits as pocket change, but his eyes narrowed. Why was this whole group suddenly flocking to him? Especially the unpredictable Su Qing, out of absolutely nowhere. Yan Yan pouted, demanding to know why he had been ignoring her messages. Instantly, the temperature dropped as both Brother Hao and Su Qing shot her deadly, freezing glares. Wait. Yan Yan had added him on the social app. He was completely caught off guard. He quickly defended himself, explaining that building a business empire had kept his hands completely tied. Why is she back in her childhood bedroom? Heart pounding, she dashes straight to the mirror. But Su Qing wasn't buying it. Her piercing gaze darted between him and Yan Yan. Something was terribly wrong here. Her mind raced in panic. This completely shattered the timeline of her past life's memories, oblivious to the regression drama. Yan Yan boldly snatched the main character's phone right out of his hand. She gasped. It was the absolute newest, most expensive smartphone on the market. He scrambled to grab it back, while she teasingly begged to become his employee just to get a matching phone. Suddenly, Su Qing shattered the playful atmosphere with an ice-cold interruption. She fiercely demanded to know why he was suddenly acting like a business mogul, blabbing that this was completely different from his past self. The entire group froze in total confusion, visibly annoyed by her crazy outburst. He shot back, asking if there was some unwritten law against him making money. He took a step forward, smirking as he noted how obsessed she seemed to be with his every move. staring at her youthful reflection. Pure shock washes over her. What kind of sorcery is this? Her face flushed dark red with pure frustration. Losing control. She screamed, demanding to know if he was even from this timeline, before the heavy tension could snap. Yan Yan shattered the awkward silence by bursting into a fit of giggles. She thought their strict class president was just pulling a bizarre prank. He dryly agreed that her sense of humor was practically alien, but internally, alarm bells were ringing. Suqing was definitely onto his secret regression. Just as the situation threatened to explode, Shen Yu suddenly appeared, sweetly calling him senior. Hearing that title, the main character instantly knew she was here to secure that SIM card. He used this perfect distraction to confess his true identity. Dropping the whole fake senior act, he smoothly bowed his head, apologizing for swindling her and her mother at the gates earlier. But Yan Yan wasn't letting him off the hook that easily. A scam was still a scam, she playfully declared. The impossible truth finally clicks. Just like our main character, the wheels of time have reversed, and the ultimate penalty for his crimes, he was paying for a massive feast for all of them. Just then, Luo and Li Shiqing step onto the scene, catching the perfect moment. Our main character proudly introduces the duo to the whole crew. Meanwhile, Luo is absolutely over the moon, after finally being crowned as the ultimate best friend. But classic brother Hao, he is way more fascinated by the new girl. Stepping up, Luo takes the spotlight to reveal that Li Shiqing is not just their classmate, but the main character's legendary childhood friend. Suqing's face instantly drops. The jealousy hits her like a truck, especially since our main character kept this mystery girl a total secret. She desperately prays this is just some kind of weird misunderstanding. But before the drama can escalate, engines roar. A vicious biker gang of girls violently crashes the party. They encircle the group like predators. While they're fierce, that fatal accident sent her straight back to the past, back on campus. Chen Wan makes her move. Red-haired leader snaps, demanding if they are the ones peddling the SIM cards. The crew glares back in dead silence, sensing the heavy killing intent. But shockingly, Li Shiqing completely misreads the room. She excitedly assumes they just want to buy some cards. Our main character's eyes narrow. He can already smell the undeniable scent of trouble. Right on cue, the fiery biker girl viciously smacks the flyer out of the way and furiously demands to know who gave them the nerve to undercut their prices. She snarls that they actually dared to mess with her brother's territory. Li Shiqing, still totally clueless, stammers about a massive misunderstanding. She nervously wonders if her promotional post dragged in the wrong crowd. But suddenly, the red-haired menace violently grabs her wrist. Li Shiqing screams in panic. Struggling to break free, she bravely fires back. Whipping out a promotional flyer, she flashes a senior's smile and sweetly offers to carry his bags, declaring that their pricing strategy is their own damn business, and if they hate it, they should simply make a better offer. Enraged by the defiance, the biker girl ruthlessly shoves her, calling her words absolute trash. But like a flash of lightning, our main character swoops in, just in time to catch Li Shiqing perfectly. He gently asks if she is hurt. Witnessing this epic rescue, Yan gasps in awe, whispering that his hero moment was incredibly hot. Suqing, however, burning with jealousy, violently scoffs, calling it absolute cringe. Suddenly, the real boss enters the battlefield. The girl's arrogant brother swaggers in, demanding to see the absolute fool who dared to mess with his profits and sell SIM cards on his turf. The fierce biker girl instantly lights up, acting all high and mighty behind her brother's back. The gang leader steps up, asking if our main character is the one pulling the strings. Unfazed, our hero coldly confirms it, demanding the grace. But during her little speech, our hero's eyes keep drifting dangerously off course. Newcomer's true identity, the thug smirks, refusing a straight answer. Instead, he brags about a supreme contract he signed, granting him absolute monopoly over all campus SIM cards in the entire Jenin district. According to his twisted logic, our main character is trespassing on sacred ground. Folding his arms with a chilling aura, our hero calmly demands to see this imaginary contract that supposedly grants him complete control. What this clueless thug does not realize is that our main character secretly rules the entire district, and worse. His psycho sister just made the fatal mistake of laying hands on Lee, shaking. With freezing intensity, he asks how exactly they plan to pay for that insult. Hearing this, the crew's morale skyrockets, standing firmly behind their leader. Meanwhile, Lee Shiking secretly melts, her heart violently fluttering at his overwhelming protection. The gang leader realizes he cannot help but admire her magnificent, mountain-like presence. The man appreciates good scenery, that peaceful negotiations are completely off the table. Bloodshed is the only answer. So he arrogantly challenges him to a brutal street fight. Without missing a beat, our hero calmly smiles, revealing he has been eagerly waiting for this exact moment. The thug's spine shivers, finally sensing that this kid might actually be a terrifying monster. The lethal intent burning in his eyes proves he is not playing games, refusing to back down. The boss spits out a time and a deadly location, daring him to show up if he wants to live. After the gang retreats, Lee Shiking bows her head in heavy guilt, believing the chaos is entirely her fault. But our main character weighs it off with a warm smile, dismissing those punks as a bunch of irrelevant troublemakers. Watching their undeniable chemistry from afar, Yan Yan whispers to her friend that stepping into this romantic battlefield will make it incredibly hard to, blessed by the heavens. Indeed, no wonder his naive past self fell right into her trap when his heart. Meanwhile, an unsettling suspicion creeps into Suqing's mind. Why is their reality shifting so drastically? A wild theory forms. Could he be rewriting their fate on purpose? That single realization strikes like lightning in her mind. His dominant aura right now perfectly matches the man he would only become 10 years in the future. So, when Brother Hao jokingly warns Yan to keep her distance from him, Suqing loses all composure and demands an explanation. She fiercely interrogates him, asking if liking is his true love. In a chilling response, his eyes turn icy, questioning what gives her the right to pry, before harshly telling her to back off. The tension skyrockets, forcing Yan to quickly shatter the suffocating silence, smoothly asking Brother how to fetch the SIM cards, conquer the financial world deal by deal. In the blink of an eye, he ascended into an untouchable, ultra-wealthy titan. She swindled him into buying countless SIM cards back then, cutting her off smoothly. Our hero strikes back. For the group, he happily agrees, sizing up the situation. The main character orders Li Shiqi to help out and sends them away. He claims a lingering shadow still needs his immediate attention. Suqing glares with blazing fury, realizing she needs a far better strategy for her next inevitable strike. Observing the shattered dynamic, Shen Yu pieces together the harsh truth. The man Suqing fiercely desires feels absolutely nothing for her. Later that tense afternoon, preparing to face the ruthless biker gang, he sharply asks Liu Shuo exactly how many brothers he can mobilize. Liu Shuo confidently grins, claiming 49 loyal classmates are ready to march into hell. He fiercely promises that victory is theirs, going as far as handing over his entire allowance. A warm smile breaks through our hero's stoic facade, touched by his friend's unwavering loyalty. Shoving a thick stack of cash back, he commands, "This will cover their victory feast." He snatches the flyer, bluntly declaring her marketing strategy completely obsolete. Overwhelmed by this absolute boss energy, Liu Shuo bitterly regrets missing out during their high school days. From this exact second, he pledges absolute loyalty to his new big brother. The main character simply brushes off the praise, sending Liu off to gather their massive army of reinforcements. With the board fully set, he escorts the stunning Li Shiing home. But as he hands over her hard-earned cash, Lixing's voice trembles with heavy concern. Guilt crushes her spirit. She believes her massive failure in managing the crisis only dragged him into immense danger. But when he gently assures her that her reward is fully justified, the floodgates open in a burst of raw emotion. She had secretly eavesdropped on his battle plans with Liu Shuo, convinced deep down that he is walking into a bloody gang war just to clean up her mess. Seeing her tear-stained face, her confident smile cracks, caught completely off guard. She defensively demands an explanation. He playfully smirks, teasing that the untouchable and perfect high school class president was secretly such an adorable crybaby. A fierce blush paints her cheeks as she stammers out a bold offer to treat him to dinner. Panic sets in the moment she realizes how romantically aggressive it sounded. Desperately trying to backtrack, but catching her completely off guard. He casually accepts the date. He even raises the stakes, suggesting a romantic movie night for the Mid-Autumn Festival. And just like that, their fate is sealed. He watches her retreating silhouette disappear into the quiet dorms. But beneath his calm exterior, a tragic realization echoes. Li Xing is an absolute angle, and his blood-stained soul simply does not deserve her light. Because after the suffocating tragedies of his past life, his frozen heart has sworn off marriage forever. Boom. The scene violently shifts to the dark and gritty meetup location. Locking eyes with our hero. Skipping the lecture, he drops a business proposal. As a local, he can push those flyers for her. A menacing biker thug grabs a heavy bottle, confirming their brutal showdown has officially begun. Our main character calmly warns him to put the bottle down, but the arrogant fool ignores him completely. With a cocky smirk, the punk thinks our boss is just putting on a brave front. Boom! In a flash, our main character delivers a devastating hook that nearly knocks the guy's soul out of his body. He almost throws up on the spot. Brother Hao and his thugs instantly freeze in pure, terrifying shock. Just one casual strike sent their guy flying across the room, but the nightmare was just beginning. Luo suddenly kicks the doors open. He catches the gang red-handed, trying to gang up on his boss. The blood drains from Brother Hao's face. His entire crew realizes they messed with the wrong guy. They are absolutely cooked. Luo did not just bring a backup squad. He brought a whole damn legion. An entire army floods the streets. Brother Hao starts sweating bullets, wondering if our main character is a hidden mafia boss. The catch? He wants a sweet commission cut. Hearing this bold hustle, Chen Wan blinks, terrified. The gang leader instantly drops his pride and begs for mercy. He nervously stammers that it was all a huge misunderstanding. Our main character just stares at him with cold, piercing eyes. The silence is absolutely deafening. Desperate to save his own skin, Brother Hao chugs an entire bottle of beer as an apology, stepping up as the ultimate right-hand man. Luo glares and asks if one measly bottle is supposed to be enough. Intimidated, the gang leader chugs 3 whole bottles back to back, but before he can grab a fourth, our main character finally raises his hand to stop the madness. He admits that he shares a bit of the blame too. If he had just kept Li Xing in check earlier, things would not have escalated to this chaotic showdown. Seeing our boss act so honorably, Brother Hao is deeply moved and starts blaming his own greed. He confesses that slashing prices just to push more SIM cards is a rookie move that ruins the market. It turns out, the real mastermind behind this turf war was his little sister. She stirred up all this unnecessary drama. She asks if he is actually serious. With absolute confidence, our hero seals the deal. Hearing the truth, our main character drops his terrifying aura. He generously offers to compensate Brother Hao for the lost customers, but Brother Hao furiously shakes his head and waves his hands in absolute refusal. He reveals that he is about to graduate anyway. He will be off the school grounds and out of the business very soon. Just like that, the fierce turf war ends in total peace. Looking around at the massive crowd, our main character grins and announces that everyone who showed up for him is getting a free feast tonight. The crowd goes absolutely wild. Later on, our boss pulls Luo aside with a curious look. He laughs and asks how on earth his buddy managed to summon an entire army on such short notice. Luo smirks and reveals his genius strategy. He simply bribed the class president with the promise of a massive free dinner. Motivated by free food, the president mobilized every single guy in their major. Our main character is absolutely speechless at this big brain move and flashes him a thumbs up. But trouble is already brewing elsewhere. The gears in her head start turning. Seeing the profit potential, she eagerly agrees to the partnership. The epic street confrontation goes incredibly viral. It becomes the hottest topic on the school's digital forum. His roommate frantically points at the exploding comment section. Seeing his face plastered everywhere, our main character feels his blood pressure spike. He furiously dials the forum administrator right away. There is no way he is letting his peaceful reputation get dragged through the mud over a simple misunderstanding. Using his overwhelming aura, he angrily orders the admin to scrub that post from the face of the internet immediately. In mere seconds, the viral thread vanishes completely. Chango's jaw drops to the floor in absolute disbelief. He cannot fathom how his roommate holds that much power. Suddenly, our main character's phone lights up with an incoming call. It is Su Qing. His roommate smirks, betting his life that the campus beauty is calling about the viral street fight. Our main character raises an eyebrow and asks how he could possibly know that. The answer is simple and terrifying. Chango confesses that he has become Yan's personal informant. The girls already know every single detail. She even loads him up with a massive stack of extra flyers, flashing a business smile. She promises to return. The scene shifts to the girls' vibrant dorm room. Just minutes before the fateful phone call, Yan catches Su Qing striking a gorgeous, model-like pose. A mischievous glint flashes in Yan's eyes. She instantly snaps a stunning photo of her friend's legs. Absolutely certain this masterpiece will dominate the charts. You see, the university has a notorious underground forum, a brutal beauty battlefield where students post leg photos, a place where thirsty guys fiercely debate and rate their favorites. When Su Qing catches her taking the stealthy pic, she turns bright red and demands it be deleted. But Yan totally refuses to back down. She winks and brags that she already has the perfect connection to make this post go legendary. I would literally pay cold, hard cash to see that photo. Just then, Shen Yu steps into the room. These three beauties are actually doormates. Turning to Su Qing, Shen Yu raises an eyebrow. Aren't you dying to know how our main character became the general agent? Did anyone dig up his secret? Speaking of our mysterious protagonist, she will check his sales numbers later. With a quick wave, she vanishes, left alone in the dust. Yan bursts into laughter, remembering how flawlessly he fooled them all. Putting on a theatrical performance, she mimics his exact movements. She acts out how he confidently approached them, holding a glass with an overwhelmingly mature aura. Yan finds his act adorable. But Shen Yu flushes pink with embarrassment. How was I supposed to know we were in the exact same year? Even my own mother fell for his disguise. Hearing this, Yan turns to Su Qing. Do you not think his vibe is way too old for a simple freshman? This strikes a massive nerve. Su Qing freezes, her mind racing. The seed of suspicion grows. Could he be a regressor? Just like her, but without a single shred of evidence. She shakes off the wild theory. Maybe I should just confront him, face to face. Suddenly, Yan gasps, her eyes glued to a shocking text from our protagonist chuckles at the irony. In his previous life, when he was just a gullible paying customer. Brother How, it is all about our protagonist. She frantically tells the girls that he is currently blowing up the school message boards. The room falls into a stunned silence as Yan reads out the unbelievable details of his brutal clash with Brother How. Wild rumors are already flying. Is he secretly a terrifying second-generation gangster? Su Qing's jaw drops. Impossible. In her past life, he was just an ordinary student. Catching her pale face, Yan smirks, thinking this bad boy rumor is exactly why Su Qing is so obsessed. But Su Qing is trembling. A wave of absolute dread crashes over her. What if? What if she did not just regress? What if she reincarnated into a completely alternate universe? The terrifying thought consumes her. Her friends instantly notice her panic. While his glow-up was so devastatingly absolute that the women who once looked right through him, she eagerly escorted him all the way to his room. This sudden cold-blooded business attitude. Shen Yu asks what is wrong. Yan waves her hands, insisting the post must be pure clickbait. It has to be a bunch of wild, exaggerated rumors. Unable to wait any longer, Su Qing grabs her phone. She has to call him right now and drag the truth out into the light. Is this the exact same Zhou Yuan from her previous life? Cut to the present. Once our protagonist realizes why she is actually calling, he picks up, only to be hit with a bizarre question. Are you the real Zhou Yuan? He scoffs in total disbelief. Seriously, is something completely wrong with your head? If I am not Zhou Yuan, who the heck else would I be? Desperate for answers, Su Qing begs him to meet up privately. But our ruthless protagonist shoots her down instantly. He coldly announces that he already has a definitely hits different now. Shrugging it off, he finally reaches his dorm, only to hear, girlfriend. The word strikes Su Qing like a devastating bolt of lightning. Her soul shatters into pieces. Her friends gasp, wondering what he just said to her, tears bursting from her eyes. Su Qing throws herself into Shen Yu's arms. She sobs out that our protagonist is taken. The universe has completely betrayed her. She wails that the Zhou Yuan she once loved is dead to this timeline. Heartbroken, she questions the entire point of her cosmic rebirth. Seeing her total meltdown, Yan Yan panics. She frantically rubs Su Qing's back, swearing that a top-tier beauty like her will never run out of handsome options. But Su Qing is completely unresponsive. She feels this disaster is entirely her fault. If fate is completely rewritten, she might die totally alone. In this second life, why even give her a second chance? Totally bewildered. Yan, a very nostalgic voice echoing through the door, pushing it open. He spots his future best bro. Yan's sweat drops. Wait, are you seriously saying you cannot marry literally anyone else? So the main character was completely faking it. Hearing this juicy gossip, Su Qing gently tells Yan Yan that she will only grasp her true feelings once she meets a man she genuinely loves. At that exact moment, Yan Yan's phone abruptly buzzes. Her eyes widen as she turns to Su Qing, exposing the main character's massive secret. He was totally lying about having a girlfriend. As usual, the ultimate wingman, Brother Hao, spilled every single detail just to impress Yan Yan. He revealed exactly what went down during their epic clash. Shen Yu desperately tries to calm the storm, claiming it was all just a massive misunderstanding, but Su Qing's heart still aches. She insists our main character still acts incredibly cold toward her, and she has no idea why. Seeing her friend's deep distress, Yan Yan explodes with fiery anger. Acting like a true Manhwa heroine, she demands a group meetup to force a direct confrontation. The guy is absolutely trash-talking his brains out on a video call with his gaming squad. Meanwhile, Chang Hao stares at his buzzing phone. Intense panic sets in as he hesitates, desperately searching for the right words. Turning to our main character, he nervously reports the entire situation, begging him to attend the meetup. He dramatically declares that his future happiness is literally hanging by a thread, but our main character is completely unfazed. With zero hesitation, he brutally rejects the offer. Desperate, Brother Hao clings to him, whining that it is just a casual dorm hangout. Skipping it would make him a total antisocial loner. Our main character just stares, seriously questioning if Hao even has a working brain. Suddenly, the other roommates jump in, calling him completely arrogant. Brother Hao drops his pride, begging him to just show his face for 1 second. He already made a blood vow to Yan Yan, and if our main character completely ghosts them, his crush will label him a massive liar, desperate for backup. Brother Hao, spotting his new roommate, the fiery-haired gamer instantly hangs up and struts over, turns to the room, asking if he is wrong, and naturally, the dorm boys eagerly nod along. After all, who in their right mind turns down a free meal? Outnumbered and completely annoyed, our main character reluctantly caves. But there is a catch. Brother Hao has to foot his entire bill. Brother Hao instantly agrees, blindly fueled by his desperate hope of winning Yan Yan's heart. But as for the rest of the guys, he suddenly turns into a ruthless miser. He coldly declares he's only paying for the main character, and they need to pay for themselves. This sparks absolute outrage across the dorm, causing Liang to loudly curse him for being incredibly stingy. Suddenly, the chaotic shouting is cut short when the main character's phone starts ringing. It is Lu Shuo, frowning. He answers the unexpected call. Lu Shuo immediately bursts into laughter, mocking the ridiculous new campus rumor that our main character is some terrifying underworld boss. Hearing this absolute nonsense, our main character sighs, grabbing a bag to help out. He enthusiastically introduces himself as Chang'e from Beijing, thinking this idiot is totally hopeless for calling this late just to gossip. But suddenly, Lu Shuo drops his playful tone. He furiously exposes a massive scandal rotting inside the External Relations Department. The greedy department head acts like a savior, finding part-time jobs for struggling students, but secretly demands massive illegal kickbacks. The poor students bleed themselves dry working, while that parasite does absolutely nothing and steals 50% of their hard-earned cash. Furious, he is calling our main character, begging his brilliant mind to devise a devastating counterattack. Hearing those words, a sudden chilling memory from his past life flashes before our main character's eyes. In his previous timeline, the corruption ran far deeper. The entire student union abused their supreme authority, to ruthlessly exploit innocent students for free labor. Back then, he knew the dark truth, but was entirely powerless to stop the abuse. But in this life, he holds all the cards, returning the energetic vibe. Our hero officially introduces himself. A sly smirk crosses his face. He brutally tells his shocked Lu Shuo to handle the trash himself. He then drops a golden nugget of absolute business genius. The local wedding industry is booming right now, and desperate for cheap labor. Lu Shuo needs to bypass the corrupt officials entirely and build his own channel, becoming the ultimate shadow broker. By cutting out the greedy bosses, he will hold absolute power over all the negotiations. Lu Shuo's mind is completely blown. Why did he never think of this before? Stepping fully into his mastermind persona, our main character begins unveiling his flawless grand strategy. First, riding the wave of his growing reputation, our main character assigns Lu Shuo his first real mission. The master plan? Gather a loyal crew of unemployed students and forge an unstoppable workforce. To pull this off, he needs trusted brothers who will not stab him in the back. Their targets are set. They are going after wedding vendors, massive shopping malls, and any hotspot where high-paying clients operate, proudly stating he hails from Suhuai. Hearing that specific hometown drop, the ultimate goal is simple. Provide rock-solid, reliable labor for major events and completely cut out the greedy middlemen. Our mastermind makes one rule crystal clear. Lu Shuo is not allowed to skim commissions like those corrupt department heads. Instead, he must focus on the bigger picture, building an unbreakable system and genuinely lifting up their fellow students. Lu Shuo eagerly steps up to the plate, proudly declaring that they are all loyal brothers from the exact same hometown. Hearing this, a knowing smirk crosses our main character's face. This is not just about making quick cash. He knows deep down that planting these seeds of loyalty and building this massive network is just the prologue. These connections will absolutely explode into an empire in the near future. Later that night, the dorm room was buzzing. Brother Hao was glued to his phone, aggressively plotting for the big meetup. It was the legendary post-military training gathering. But our protagonist just sighed, realizing his buddy was completely whipped and utterly hopeless when it came to winning over Yan Yan. Changa's eyes light up. What a crazy twist of fate. The absolute goddess he is trying to woo, trying to save him from himself. He warned his friend to knock it off and catch some sleep before Hell Week started tomorrow. But did Chang Hao listen? Of course not. He brushed off the warning, bragging that the night was still young, realizing it was useless to argue with a fool in love. Our protagonist just tuned him out completely. He already knew the absolute torture that college military training brings. If he had his way, he would have skipped this brutal torture session entirely. While our main character drifted into a peaceful slumber, Brother Hao was wide awake, trapped in his own delusions. He spent hours visualizing epic scenarios where he would look insanely cool and win over all the girls. In his mind, Yan Yan would instantly fall for him if he just showed off a fraction of our protagonist's overwhelming aura. But his grand romantic fantasies were suddenly shattered by a room-shaking rumble. For a second, he actually thought a massive earthquake had hit the dorm. The beautiful Yan actually comes from that exact same city. Regret hit him like a ton of bricks. He finally understood why our main character told him to sleep early. Because right across the room, Li Chang was unleashing absolute destruction, snoring like a dying dump truck. Fast forward to the break of dawn. The emotional damage was already done. Liang takes one look at Brother Hao's massive dark circles and bursts out laughing, asking why he looks like a walking corpse. Brother Hao practically breathes fire, furious that this snoring menace actually has the audacity to ask. Before World War III can break out in the dorm, our protagonist cuts the tension like a knife, commanding them to grab their gear and march outside. Reality finally slaps Brother Hao in the face. Today is the dreaded first day of military training. Panicking, he scrambles out the door, but still ends up being the dead last recruit to drag his feet onto the training grounds. The demonic drill instructor locks onto him instantly, roaring for him to freeze, including the exact same ex who treated him like absolute garbage. We're suddenly riding the hype. Changa reveals his master plan. He scored a group date with some top-tier beauties, completely clueless to the danger. Brother Hao awkwardly scratches his head and throws up a casual wave. Big mistake. The instructor's veins pop as he screams, demanding a valid reason for this legendary tardiness, standing perfectly in line. Our main character quietly prays that this idiot does not drag the whole squad down with him. The drill master lays down the absolute law. You shout your report loud and clear before daring to speak, trembling under the terrifying pressure. Brother Hao stammers out the most pathetic excuse imaginable, disgusted by the weakness. The instructor barks at him to shut his mouth and fall into formation immediately, shuffling into the ranks. Brother Hao leans over and foolishly mutters to our protagonist that the instructor has a highly punchable face. Our main character does not even blink. He stands dead silent like a stone statue. He already senses the immense bloodlust radiating from the front. You do not insult a drill master and live to tell the tale. Boom. Like a heat-seeking missile. The instructor zeroes right back onto Brother Hao. Screaming his name, he casually invites the whole dorm to join the hunt. But to his absolute shock, his punishment for running his mouth, 30 agonizing minutes of deep squats to teach him a lesson he will never forget, watching the chaos unfold. Brother Hao actually dares the instructor to make it 20 push-ups instead. But that cocky move only pours pure gasoline on the instructor's blazing fury. In an instant, Brother Hao is violently shoved aside to suffer his brutal punishment alone. Catching this miserable display, Suchin glides over to Yan Yan and hits her with a sly smirk. Aw. Is someone worried about her precious sweetheart getting crushed out there? Flustered, Yan Yan's cheeks flare crimson as she fires back a string of frantic, playful curses. The teasing gets cut short. The demonic instructor glares down at the fresh meat before the real nightmare begins, barking orders. He declares he has zero time to play nurse. If your body is too weak to survive, report your tragic illnesses right now. And boom. That was the exact golden ticket our main character needed, sliding up with a perfectly timed medical note. He puts on his absolute best sick boy face. The room suddenly fills with lame excuses. Everyone dodges. Except for one loyal comrade. Sir, my health is failing. I request an immediate retreat. The instructor takes one single look and waves him off like an annoying fly. Get your weak bones to the infirmary immediately. Just like that. The system is completely gamed. A flawless escape. Because let's be brutally honest, suffering through this hellish military boot camp a second time in this life? Absolutely not happening. Whispers instantly erupt through the ranks. Is he actually dying? Or just a legendary scammer? Yan Yan scoffs with a mocking laugh. What a total coward. Running away before the sweat even drops. But cut to several grueling hours later, the regret hits her like a massive freight train. Her legs are shaking. Her lungs are burning. That coward wasn't weak. He was an absolute mastermind. The cunning fox played them all, reaching her absolute limit. She decides to steal his brilliant strategy, clutching her stomach with Oscar-worthy acting. She cries out about severe feminine pains. Brother Liang steps up, telling Chang'e to ignore these cowards. If he needs a legendary wingman, the instructor instantly folds, granting her a free pass. Watching this absolute robbery, Brother Hao's eyes light up. He grabs his own gut, groaning dramatically. The instructor's veins bulge as he roars. Are you bleeding too? Soldier, sweating bullets. Brother Hao drops the oldest excuse in the book. Sir, explosive bathroom emergency. Sir, wrong move. The instructor's aura turns violently dark, vibrating with absolute volcanic rage. Even if you soil those pants, you will stand your ground and wear it with pride, he bellows. 2 agonizing hours later, the camera pans to the quiet, peaceful sanctuary of the school infirmary. Having secretly managed his rising business empire outside, our main character strolls back to his hideout. But wait, his sanctuary has been invaded. Yan Yan is chilling comfortably on the pristine white bed. Well, did the brave soldier finally crack and join the slacker club? He asks with a smirk. Yan Yan rolls her eyes, shooting back a venomous smile. Look who miraculously recovered from his fatal illness. He is fully ready for duty. With their squad formed, the dynamic duo heads out, unbothered. He simply checks his watch and drops an absolute truth bomb on her. You can drop the act. Today's torture session is officially over. Hearing this, Yan Yan mutters, You sly fox. Cut back to the dusty battleground. The demon instructor's voice booms across the field, roaring Brother Hao's name. Brother Hao flinches, his soul completely leaving his body. He braces himself for another soul-crushing punishment, but the atmosphere suddenly shifts. The instructor drops the terrifying glare and demands his formal name. Stuttering, Brother Hao barks out his full name. And then, the absolute unthinkable happens. The iron-faced demon actually smiles. He praises his unbreakable spirit and instantly promotes him to class leader. Fast forward to the evening dorms. Riding the insane high of his new title, Brother Hao grabs his phone. He aggressively spams Yan Yan's inbox, flexing his glorious new military rank to win some easy romance points. In the corner bed, our regressor main character tunes out the noise, his brilliant mind calculating his next move. But not before Chiang Hao drops a smug warning. Do not come crying when he and Liang bag all the goddesses. Selling telecom cards is mere pocket change. The market is destined to crash into massive saturation very soon. He desperately needs a real goldmine. As his brain maps out future monopolies, his phone suddenly vibrates. A text from Suqing lights up the screen. Glancing at the notification, he reads her highly suspicious question. Why did you really ditch training today? She demands. Cool as absolute ice. He fires back. A vague, one-word answer. Staring at the ceiling, memories of his past life come flooding back like a tidal wave. He lets out a quiet sigh. In his first life, he used to look at Suqing with absolute, burning envy. He suddenly remembers her absolute genius for fashion design. If he were in her position, he would have exploited that golden opportunity to amass absolute wealth. The very moment that thought crosses his mind, a brilliant flash of inspiration strikes him. He was a veteran web novelist in his previous life. Why not revive that legendary skill? Our reborn hero just smirks at their foolishness, wasting time chasing skirts and grinding video games without wasting a single second. He dives straight back into the writing game. After a quick market analysis, he spots a massive gap. Urban fantasy novels are incredibly rare right now, striking while the iron is hot. He immediately drafts chapter 1 of his new masterpiece. The results are explosive. The reader feedback is overwhelmingly positive from the very start. His master plan? To ruthlessly plagiarize the future hits of authors who have not even debuted yet. In this regression manhwa, claiming the ultimate unfair advantage is exactly how you win. Fast forward, and the highly anticipated group date finally arrives. The main character glares at his two friends, highly doubting their pure intentions. For these desperate simps, scoring a girl tonight is a do-or-die mission. Lai Qiang shamelessly begs Brother Hao for wingman support, while our main character just stares in absolute disgust. That was the exact pathetic path he walked in his past life. Never again. At the campus gates, Yan Yan makes her grand entrance with her gorgeous squad. She immediately fires shots, complaining loudly that the guys made them wait. Brother Hao instantly activates simp mode, bowing and promising to spoil them all night. Spotting a fresh face in the group, he casually asks about the mystery girl. Yan Yan introduces her beautiful, dark-haired roommate, Lu Lin, but she quickly warns the boys to back off, as Lu Lin is extremely introverted. As the squad walks down the street, their overwhelming visuals turn every single head. One foolish bystander accidentally praises their beauty out loud. Instantly, his enraged girlfriend threatens to dump him right on the spot. Pure comedic gold. The crew finally invades a premium restaurant for their very first stop. He has achieved true mental enlightenment. In this second life, his only true love is cold, hard cash. Flexing hard, Brother Hao boldly declares he is paying for an all-you-can-eat buffet. Our main character narrows his eyes. The timeline has completely shifted. In his previous life, Brother Hao was never this insanely generous. What changed? Suddenly, Suqing corners our main character with a deadly serious expression. She exposes his lie, demanding to know why he faked having a girlfriend. Without missing a beat, he coldly and casually admits to it. Frustrated, she demands to know why he is acting so completely different from before. His icy gaze pierces her. Were they ever even close to begin with? He brutally states he has absolutely zero interest in dating her and tells her to back off. His absolute savagery leaves Suqing utterly stunned and heartbroken. Fast forward to the campus square, as our hero confidently strolls past the freshman girls. Desperate, she pleads that they do not have to date. Being friends is enough. Our main character scoffs internally. Is she just playing hard to get? Exactly like in his past life. But then, the atmosphere shifts drastically as Suqing lowers her eyes nervously. Her next words drop an absolute bombshell. Does he believe in past lives? She confesses to a vivid, endless dream where he was her loyal knight, constantly protecting her, refusing to fall for her emotional trap. He hits back with pure, biting sarcasm. He mocks her, joking that she might as well claim they were married in a past life. Bingo! Su Qing's eyes widen in absolute, mind-blowing shock. She gasps, desperately asking how he could possibly know that secret, realizing he almost exposed his own regression. He swiftly covers his tracks, throwing themselves at his feet, fighting tooth and nail for a single glance. But how did this legendary rise begin? It all. Their jaws drop, bathed in pure main character aura. They instantly mistake him for a wildly handsome senior sunbae. He nervously laughs it off, asking if her prophetic dreams also reveal the next winning lottery numbers. Leaving her completely speechless, drops the ultimate Manhwa bombshell. She looks him dead in the eye and confesses she regressed. In her past life, he was her husband, and they even had children together. The main character is absolutely paralyzed by this insane revelation. Honestly, he thinks she is completely losing her mind, spouting absolute nonsense. After all, in his memories, they never had any children to begin with. Leaning in, he warns Suching to keep her mouth shut about this regression talk. Otherwise, everyone will think she has completely lost it. Brushing off the crazy tension, they head back to the group. Yan Yan instantly lights up the mood, pushing everyone to eat and drink until they drop. Bringing up the crazy stunt, the guys pulled at the gate. She demands they down a penalty glass right then and there, without hesitation. Brother, how? Never losing his cool. Our main character flashes a charming smile and offers to handle their heavy luggage, steps up like a boss and downs his drink. The rest of the crew, including our main character, quickly follow his lead. Suddenly, Shen Yu turns to Suching with burning curiosity, pointing out that she and the main character share the same high school history. With a sly smile, she asks if the two of them used to be secret high school sweethearts, shutting it down instantly. Our main character declares they were barely even acquaintances. Suching quickly nods along, agreeing completely. After all, in her past life timeline, their story ended in a bitter divorce. Suddenly, Brother Hao chimes in with the worst timing ever, offering to set up a double date if they really had a spark, pairing them up with him and Yan Yan. But Yan ruthlessly crushes his dream, glaring daggers and asking who he thinks he is dealing with, refusing to drop the subject. Shen Yu presses Suching on why she firmly believes our main character, with maxed out charisma and smooth-talking sales tactics. He casually strikes up a conversation, is secretly a novel author. The main character blinks, totally caught off guard by Shen Yu's sudden interest in his potential writing career. Suching smoothly covers her tracks, claiming her hunch comes from the fact that he was always haunting the high school library back in the day. The moment those words drop, Shen Yu's eyes sparkle like stars as she eagerly asks if our main character is a fellow book lover. Panic flashes in Suching's eyes as she remembers Shen Yu is a massive bookworm, instantly realizing she needs to block this budding connection. However, before Suching can sabotage the moment, our main character smoothly replies that he absolutely loves reading, casually dropping a flawless list of his favorite genres. This sends Shen Yu into total fangirl mode. But thankfully, Brother Hao awkwardly crashes the party, begging them to stop geeking out over books since the rest of them are totally lost. Trying to be helpful, he smoothly pitches the local campus SIM card, asking if their current data plans are actually enough for college life. Pushes them to swap contact info so they can continue their nerdy chat later. Once again, this oblivious wingman creates the exact opposite effect. Watching the drama unfold, Yan Yan realizes that it is not just Suching thirsting after our main character. Shen Yu is definitely falling into his gravity too, trying to regain control. Suching cuts back in, boldly claiming she has actually never caught him reading a single book. Smirking, the main character fires back, asking if she is his conjoined twin or just a secret stalker. Suddenly shifting gears, speaking of wild stories, Lai Qiang drops a bomb about a legendary new author who is blowing up the internet. Apparently, this madman promised to drop 20,000 words in a single day, or he would literally castrate himself. The craziest part? That, hearing the massive data, unhinged author is actually our main character. Brother Hao's jaw hits the floor in shocked respect, declaring the guy must have balls of absolute steel. Meanwhile, Yan Yan scoffs, thinking it is all just a shameless publicity stunt. But right then, Suchin catches our main character, hyping up this mysterious author while desperately avoiding eye contact. The truth hits her like lightning. He is absolutely abusing his future regression knowledge to dominate the timeline, clenching her fists. She makes a blood vow right there. She will never let him leave her in the dust again. Yan. All eyes shift to Luin. The mysterious beauty has not uttered a single syllable throughout their lively chatter. When pressed about why she chose Jinling University, Lu Lin simply shrugs it off. With an icy calmness, she casually drops that she only got in through a random placement system. Hearing this, securing the SIM card is just step one. One girl immediately elbows her friend. Main character's curiosity spikes. Why did this striking girl leave zero impression in his previous life's memories? Suddenly, Luin coolly asks if anyone minds her smoking. That single rebellious spark instantly captures Lai Chang's foolish heart. Fast forward 30 minutes. The feast wraps up, and plates are cleared. Brother Hao, buzzing with wild energy, hypes up their next destination. The squad marches toward the city's most popping karaoke lounge, while Lai Qiang shamelessly acts as Brother Hao's ultimate wingman. Since the guys generously covered the extravagant dinner, the proud ladies insist on footing this bill. Everyone agrees to go Dutch, except the aloof line. Upon entering the dazzling lobby, a staff member questions if they booked a room. Yan steps up to handle the tab, but Brother Hao desperately tries to play the hero again. She playfully shoots him down, teasing that if he keeps begging for our main character's personal number, her friend simply points, acting like a simp. He will just become their loyal puppy. But, dropping a massive plot twist, the staff reveals an 8-person premium booking is already secured. Our main character confidently steps forward, revealing himself as the mastermind behind the Starry Sky luxury suite. Knowing how ridiculously pricey this tier is, Brother Hao's jaw hits the floor. Is our guy secretly an undercover Chibol heir? Moments later, a gorgeous hostess guides the squad to their domain. The luxury suite is absolutely breathtaking. Brushing off their shock, our hero casually mentions that since Brother Hao paid for dinner, he is simply returning the favor, never missing a beat. Yan whips out her phone for selfies. She jokes that broke college kids rarely get at the contact info clearly printed on his promotional flyer. But the first girl to taste such high-class luxury, she even sneaks a sly picture of our handsome lead's gentle smile. Meanwhile, Brother Ha and Lai Chang rush off to secure the drinks, while our main character scrolls through the digital song menu. The elegant Shen Yu glides over. He asked for her track choice, and it happens to be his absolute favorite anthem. A sweet smile blooms on her face, calling it a magical twist of fate. Who knew their music tastes would match so perfectly? Across the room, Yan's radar pings as she spies the two, lost in their little world, turning around to ask the crew for their requests. Our hero accidentally crashes straight into Yan. His eyes widen in shock. Sensing 2 incredibly soft cushions, panic sets in as he realizes his scoffs at such a rookie mistake. She drops some romance Manhwa wisdom. Arm is buried right between her heavy twin peaks. His brain completely short-circuits, freezing like a statue before stammering out a lame excuse. But instead of getting mad, Yingyan flashes a devilish grin. Did you enjoy the feeling? She purrs, catching this spicy scene. Brother Howell loudly barks, asking what the hell they are up to. Thank the heavens. The guy is too buzzed to comprehend the heavenly accident. Our main character wipes his sweat, relieved to dodge a massive misunderstanding. But the peace does not last. Such Ching slides in dangerously close, interrogating him about his little moment with Yan. Our guy keeps a straight face, claiming they were just picking a duet. Such Ching puffs her cheeks, glaring with venomous suspicion. Do you really need to stick that close, just to look at a screen? She snaps. Our guy totally ignores her jealousy, leaving her, explaining that asking for his private contact directly is the ultimate cheat code for sparking a relationship, questioning why she ever fell for such a dense blockhead. Right on cue, Yan shoved her glowing phone screen right into his face. One of her friends had seen his picture and was instantly begging to be his girlfriend, but our main character barely batted an eye. His thoughts were miles away. Even with the seasoned mind of a mature man guiding his actions, he couldn't ignore the wild, surging energy of his youthful new body. Across the room, Shen Yu was getting ready to steal the spotlight, but there was a major catch. Her chosen track was a romantic duet. Li Chang practically jumped at the chance, leaving her totally cornered and awkward, swooping in like a true hero. Our main character grabbed the second mic to save her. Shen Yu's jaw practically hit the floor. She had no idea he possessed such hidden talent. Together, they delivered an absolute masterpiece of a performance. By the final note, the boys were howling like wild animals. Li Qiang even chanted for a kiss. But our main character immediately shut that nonsense down. Then came the ultimate plot twist. The painfully shy Lu Lin took the stage and completely brought the house down, leaving everyone utterly speechless. Our main character suddenly found himself captivated by this mysterious girl. Meanwhile, Shen Yu's eyes were completely glued to him. She finally understood why Su Qing was so insanely obsessed with him. Speaking of his ex-wife, she was absolutely seething with jealousy, watching him become a total chick magnet. 3 epic hours flew by in a flash. Liang suddenly panicked at the clock, breaking the magical atmosphere. Taking the hint, our main character finally called it a night, stepping out. Shen Yu shyly praised his legendary vocals, and he smoothly returned the compliment. But when he stepped up to foot the bill, Brother Hao practically threw himself at his feet. He started wailing, dramatically worshipping him as a wealthy godfather. Our main character just sweat-dropped, quickly denying this imaginary fortune. Out on the street, Su Qing suddenly nagged him about writing web novels again. His response was brutally hilarious. He declared that writing was a dog's game. Instead, he vowed to become absurdly rich and build an unstoppable corporate empire. He then coldly asked why she kept crossing the line when they had strictly agreed to the friend zone. Su Qing scoffed, calling his grand ambitions pure arrogance. But our main character didn't flinch. He meant every single word. In her twisted mind, however, Su Qing thought she had him completely figured out. He still radiated that exact same intoxicating charm from their past life, the kind that made women fall helplessly at his feet. But in this second life, she swore she would make him crawl back and beg for her love. After all, he belonged strictly to her. Without warning, she leaned in and planted a kiss right on his lips. He jumped back in pure shock, screaming about their platonic boundaries. Su Qing merely offered a wicked, playful giggle at his frantic reaction. She winked, calling the kiss a little burst of motivation for their future dreams. Later that night, the girls finally returned to their dorm room. Yin Yan immediately cornered Lu Lin, demanding the juicy gossip about Li Yang. Since she actually handed over her digits, she had to be crushing on him, right? But Lulu's icy response shattered that illusion in seconds. She felt absolutely zero sparks. Luin only surrendered her number to dodge a massive headache. But Yan Yan, she was not done talking. Ignoring the chatter, Luin escapes to the bathroom for a peaceful shower. But suddenly, Yan Yan barges right in. She casually looks around, praising how incredibly convenient their new dorm's private bathroom is. Luin nearly jumps out of her skin. Meanwhile, Yan Yan shamelessly checks out her figure, giving a cheeky nod at her impressive curves, her face burning red with embarrassment. Luin screams at her to get out. The second she steps out, Yan Yan points to Luin's phone. It has been blowing up. Glancing at the screen, she spots a message from Liang. Yan Yan instantly smells the desperate crush, dropping a massive truth bomb. That guy, he was chasing Shen Yu first, before suddenly pivoting straight to Luin. A total red flag, not worth her time. But when Yan Yan suddenly mentions our main character, Luin's ears perk up. She has to ask, how did he rake in so much cash when the semester literally just started? With a teasing smirk, Yan Yan asks if she has a crush too. Luin frantically shakes her head, insisting it is just pure curiosity. Seizing the moment, Yan Yan proudly spills the tea. Our guy made around 30,000 yuan just by hustling SIM cards. Luin's jaw completely drops, but hold on. Yan Yan is not finished yet. He is the general agent for the whole district. She estimates his total profits have already smashed past 150,000 yuan. Yan Yan openly admits she has no idea how his genius brain works, but she absolutely loves his wealth. Right on cue, Shen Yu steps into the room, curiously asking about the gossip. Yan Yan casually brushes it off, saying they are just debating top-tier boyfriend material. To everyone's absolute shock, Shen Yu instantly nominates our main character. They think it is just a joke at first, but catching that deep, flustered blush on her cheeks, Yan Yan realizes the truth. Shen Yu is totally falling for him. Panic sets in. Shen Yu stammers, desperately begging her to stop spouting nonsense. But the drama escalates. Su Qing steps out of the shadows, her eyes sharp as ice. Startled, Shen Yu scrambles for an excuse, claiming it was just meaningless dorm chatter. Su Qing's piercing gaze says otherwise. Desperate to escape the suffocating tension, Shen Yu tries to flee. That is exactly when Su Qing drops a massive bomb. She heard absolutely everything. The words hit Shen Yu like a ton of bricks. Cornered, she finally bites the bullet and confesses her feelings, knowing Su Qing wants him too. She boldly proposes a fair and square rivalry. But Su Qing, she coldly tells her to wake up from that delusion. She declares with absolute certainty, he would never pick someone like Shen Yu, despite the harsh rejection. Shen Yu refuses to back down, but Su Qing just scoffs. She knows his heart better than anyone. A cheap romance sparked by singing one simple song together. Impossible. Later that pitch black night, the room's atmosphere is completely toxic. Yan Yan groans, wondering if this suffocating war zone was entirely caused by our main character. Desperate to shatter the silence, she drops an outrageous lie, claiming he had boldly touched her chest earlier today. But her comedic relief falls totally flat. Nobody buys it, leaving her soaking in awkward silence. Meanwhile, under the covers, after agonizing for hours, Shen Yu finally clenches her trembling hands to send that fateful message. Shen Yu hits send and instantly panics. Her heart races wildly as she regrets messaging our main character first. Would he find her annoying? But suddenly, a notification pops up. He replies instantly with a bold date invitation. Shen Yu completely freezes. Did her eyes deceive her? Is she dreaming right now? A massive blush spreads as she realizes he might actually like her. The date is officially locked in. Meanwhile, Lulu is making her own moves. She texts Brother Hao, demanding our main character's contact information. She claims she has a tempting proposal. Back to our main character. He just finished casually copying another masterpiece Manhwa web novel. His plagiarized works are already dominating the absolute top rankings. Out of nowhere, a friend request pings on his screen. It is Lewin making the first move. He chuckles in pure disbelief. Did his regression somehow max out his charm stats? These girls are relentless. Lulu does not waste time. Her message is dangerously straightforward. She demands a cash loan, offering the girlfriend title as collateral. Our main character chokes, violently coughing up his drink in shock. He instantly sees through her ruthless gold digger scheme. This baddie is using dating as leverage. She is direct and highly dangerous. Fast forward to the brutal hell of military training. The entire class is sweating bullets out on the field. Everyone except him. He is chilling in the infirmary, devouring crispy fried chicken like a boss. His mind runs the numbers on his massive SIM card and novel profits. But just as he plots his next empire, a dark shadow falls over him. He jumps in shock as Yan suddenly appears. Is she stalking him right now? Yan scoffs with a cold smirk, acting completely offended by the accusation. Without missing a beat, she violently snatches a French fry from his stash. She chews slowly, hitting him with a vicious and terrifying ultimatum. Hand over the feast, or get reported to the drill instructor for ditching. Our brilliant main character is instantly backed into a fatal corner. Defeated, he reluctantly slides the golden chicken across the table. Yan raises an eyebrow, asking if his staring meant this was hush money. Met with absolute silence, an evil glint flashes in her eyes. She leans in dangerously close, whispering a brand new threat. Bring double portions next time, or she will tell the girls he laid a hand on her. He fiercely defends his honor, demanding proof of this wild claim. Yan just laughs, asking who the crowd would actually believe. She exposes his grand master plan of flirting with 3 of her friends. Our guy is totally dumbfounded by this sheer level of absolute nonsense. He insists they are purely platonic comrades, but she is not buying it. She brutally mocks him, questioning if his frail body could even handle a harem. He sweats profusely, wondering where she gets these insane delusions from. Taking a deep breath, he drops the cold, hard facts on the table. He only threw cash at Lewin, and strictly reminds her about Li Chang's massive crush. But Yan's suspicious gaze remains locked on him. She is not easily fooled. Lend out cash for absolutely no reason. Hearing this, our main character jokingly asks if the word scumbag is tattooed across his forehead. Speaking of Li Chang, Yin Yan scoffs that the guy is an absolute fool for love, wasting his youth chasing after Lu Lin. Our lead totally agrees, deciding it is time to talk some sense into Li Chang. But since our hero gets things done, Yin Yan smugly piles on another ridiculous demand. This time, she wants crispy chicken wings, shaking his head. Our protagonist sighs, asking how long this blackmail will last as he hands over the cash. Yin Yan just plays dumb with a cheeky grin. Our main character reads right through her, but wonders why she needs so much food. Yin Yan brushes him off, proudly revealing her grandmaster plan to feed all her dorm mates, preaching about the sacred bond of friendship. Hearing her passionate speech, our hero silently realizes he has never seen this soft side of her before. Honestly, it is pretty cute. Later that evening, Yin Yan struts back into the dorm, hauling a massive bag of fast food. The girls freeze, jaws dropping as they demand to know how she smuggled in fried chicken and juicy burgers. Yin Yan instantly shushes them, terrified of getting caught, when the girls discover our hero was the mastermind behind the delivery. Suching immediately gets suspicious about their secret relationship. Yin Yan casually waves it off, claiming he only helped out because of a certain special girl in their room. Suching immediately blushes, convinced that she must be the mystery crush. But before she can dig for details, Yin Yan orders everyone to dig in. But unfortunately for this crew, a rival girl next door overhears everything, and the mouth-watering scent seals the deal. Consumed by bitter jealousy, the snitch sprints off to report them to the military instructor. Meanwhile, back in the boys' room, our hero is being interrogated. His friends demand to know how he smuggled the loot, and if he is secretly pursuing Yin Yan, especially since brother Hao is totally obsessed with her. Our main character just sighs, explaining he is being used as a delivery boy, and there is absolutely zero romance. Suddenly, a dorm mate kicks the door open with catastrophic news. Yin Yan is busted. Someone snitched, and the strict instructor is out for blood. Hearing this, en masse, protagonist bolts out the door to stop the disaster. Meanwhile, the furious military instructor is roaring, demanding to know exactly who smuggled contraband onto his base. Stepping up bravely, Yin Yan takes the full blame, boldly claiming she sneaked the food in alone. Hearing this lie, the instructor glares at Suching, waiting for her to confess. Her face is pale with guilt, but she bites her lip and stays totally silent. Just then, our hero crashes onto the scene. He immediately salutes the instructor, loudly declaring that he is the sole mastermind behind the food heist. Now, the strict instructor is completely thrown off, demanding a reason. Our protagonist calmly drops a massive bombshell. He did it for the girl he likes. The four girls are entirely paralyzed by this romantic confession as the instructor barks, asking exactly which girl stole his heart. Our lead slowly turns his piercing gaze toward the group. Suching's heart races like crazy, absolutely convinced she is the lucky girl of his dreams. But just who? But plot twist, he completely defies expectations and picks someone else. Yan Yan's jaw drops when our main character actually points right at her. The drill instructor glares, demanding to know if this crazy claim is true, shocking the entire crowd. Yan Yan flawlessly plays along, smirking. She casually asks what the big deal is. After all, isn't it perfectly normal for her boyfriend to spoil her with food? Meanwhile, brother Hao is literally sobbing in the background. He is drowning in regret for not stepping up as her knight in shining armor first, ignoring the drama. The instructor scatters the crowd and orders our main character and Yan Yan to march straight to the dean's office. It is time for their ultimate punishment. Our boy just shrugs and follows, secretly thinking that if anyone needs a harsh reality check, it is definitely this troublemaker. Yan Yan, watching them get dragged away, Shen Yu panics with worry. On the flip side, Suching immediately dials the administration office to pull some strings and save them. Fast forward to the dean's office. The furious instructor snitches on their entire stunt. The dean gravely nods, putting on a strict face and insisting that both rule breakers must face severe consequences. However, his panic scrambling moments ago makes it painfully obvious He was totally just watching spicy adult videos on his monitor, desperately brushing off the massive embarrassment. He coughs, thanks the instructor for his diligent service, and quickly insists that he will personally discipline these rebellious youths. Once the instructor is out of sight, the dean's strict aura vanishes. He immediately asks if the Maction, two of them, are actually secretly dating. When they nod and confirm the lie, he chuckles, remarking that our main character and Yan Yan actually make a picture-perfect couple. Yan Yan beams with pride and happily thanks him for the praise. Getting back to business, the dean reminds them that smuggling snacks into military training is a massive violation, but honestly, since it is just their first strike, he is willing to let them off the hook without any brutal disciplinary action. The only catch: they both have to write a sincere self-reflection essay of exactly 2,000 words. Our main character instantly bows, thanking him for this absolute slap on the wrist. But Yan Yan, she totally freaks out. She panics, crying about how she is supposed to survive such torture. She can barely scrape together an 800-word paper, pleadingly turning to our main character. She uses her ultimate puppy eyes, begging her fake boyfriend to save her. He instantly snaps back, asking what kind of absolute nonsense she is spouting. She was the one who got busted, so she needs to suffer the consequences alone. Honestly, he jokes she should write all 4,000 words herself, annoyed by their hilarious bickering. The dean finally kicks them both out of the office, telling the noisy couple to take their lovers' quarrel outside. But right before they exit, he gives them a sly wink. If the strict instructor asks about their punishment, they better lie and say they got slapped with a major demerit, walking away. Yan Yan cannot help but smile, realizing this pervy dean is actually a total bro. Safe outside, Yan Yan softens her gaze. She admits she never expected him to step up and heroically share the blame. Cool as ice, he shrugs it off. He had already calculated the risks. Petty infractions like this rarely end in expulsion, so taking the hit was practically no big deal at all. Then, the atmosphere shifts. Yan Yan softly calls his name. Out of nowhere, she boldly suggests they turn this fake romance into reality. Boom. Before our guy can even process her words, she leans in and plants a sudden kiss right on his lips. Just like that, his precious first kiss is stolen, leaving his brain completely short-circuiting. He opens his mouth to speak, but Yan Yan places a finger on his lips, silencing him. With a playful smirk, she tells him no need to escort her to the dorms tonight. Turning away, she blows him a cheeky flying kiss. She tells him to consider that sweet reward as payment for defending her honor. Cut to the very next morning. Our main character is busy at his part-time job when his phone rings. It is Yan Yan, whining and demanding to know why he has not visited. Pouting over the phone, she demands to know if he is dodging her at the infirmary. She boldly brings up their unexpected kiss, demanding he take full responsibility as a man before the main character can even get a word in. This unpredictable girl flips the script, ordering him to deliver snacks on his way back. Yan hangs up with a victorious smirk, but caught red-handed. Such Ching steps out of the shadows, claiming she witnessed the entire sneaky exchange before Yin Yan can spin a lie. Suching shakes her head, completely baffled by what kind of demonic charm the main character possesses to make the Academy's top beauties throw themselves at him. She coldly shoots Yan down, insisting he would never fall for someone like her. Refusing to lose face, Yan proudly puffs out her chest, boasting that she has completely figured out his ideal type. Glaring back, she challenges why she shouldn't make a move, dropping a massive bombshell. He is exactly her type, right on cue. The innocent Shen Yu wanders into the battlefield, looking utterly bewildered as Yan Yan boldly declares an all-out romantic war. She is officially taking on both Shen Yu and Such Xing to claim the main character's heart. Just then, Yan's phone buzzes. It is a text from the man of the hour himself, announcing he is waiting outside, flaunting her victory. She announces she is heading straight down to claim her special delivery. Watching her sprint off, a seed of doubt plants itself in Suching's mind. Could the main character actually harbor feelings for Yan? Downstairs, Our main character casually hands over the promised snacks, batting her eyelashes. She teases if he dressed up so handsomely just for her, sensing the burning glares of her rivals watching from afar. Yan Yan seizes the moment, clinging to his arm, to stage a totally love-struck scene. But our main character is built differently. He smoothly peels her off, dropping the cold, hard truth. He is actually waiting for someone else, instantly on high alert. Yan Yan demands to know if this mysterious person is a guy or a girl, shattering her hopes. He nods toward the entrance. His guest has already arrived. Brace yourselves. He is heading out on a date with the Ice Queen. Lewin, rewind to 24 hours ago. Our main character casually hands Lewin a thick stack of cash to cover her emergency loan. His terms are absolute. Every single penny must be repaid, counting the bills. Lewin softly thanks him, offering the ultimate collateral. She will become his girlfriend in exchange, but before she can elaborate, our main character ruthlessly cuts her off. He does not care about dating games. He refuses to play the rental girlfriend trope. All he wants is his money back. Right on schedule. Fast forward to the present day. The Academy is bursting with energy for the Grand Gala, celebrating the survival of their brutal military training. Amidst the chaos, the main character is cornered by brother Hao, who playfully interrogates him about which campus beauty has stolen his heart. Unfazed, our main character tells his bro to stop spouting pure nonsense. Without warning, the rest of the dorm squad ambushes them. Before brother Hao can even process the attack, he is kidnapped and dragged into the crowd. The spotlight then hits the main stage, where Suching shines as the glamorous master of ceremonies. The crowd erupts as the next blockbuster performance begins. The star dancers, none other than the breathtaking duo of Lewin and Yan Yan. By the final beat, the entire male student body is roaring like wild animals. Backstage is a total war zone. Thirsty guys swarm them, begging for their numbers, while Lewin gives them the silent treatment. Yenny Yen flashes a devilish smile, crushing their dreams by claiming she already has a boyfriend. Turning to the Ice Queen, she asks why she rejected every single gift, but Lewin simply sighs, dismissing the swarm of fanboys as nothing but pure annoyance. Shivering slightly, Lu Lin excuses herself, claiming her stage outfit is a one-way ticket to catching a cold. Suddenly, Yan Yan whips around, her eyes locking onto the main character having a cozy chat with Shen Yu. A vein pops in her forehead. How dare he ignore her spectacular performance? Ready for battle. She marches over, completely interrupting. The scene shifted abruptly as Yan Yan approached with a sly smile, demanding to know what he was whispering about with Shen Yu. When Shen Yu nervously brushed it off, Yan Yan narrowed her eyes with pure, unfiltered suspicion. The romantic tension in the air was incredibly thick. Just 1 week ago, Shen Yu had shyly gifted our protagonist a beautiful box of homemade cookies after he happily accepted her sweet gesture. She bravely asked him to perform a romantic duet with her at the upcoming gala. Naturally, our confident hero agreed without a second thought. Back in the tense present, Yan Yan boldly claimed the seat right beside him, leaning in dangerously close. She demanded his honest thoughts on her recent performance. He praised her flawless dancing, but, true to his nature, his wandering eyes were clearly locked onto something else. Yan Yan caught his distracted gaze and burst out laughing. Feeling the awkward heat, our protagonist gently suggested that Shen Yu head backstage to prepare first. Reading the heavy room, she quietly slipped away, now completely alone with him. Yan Yan excitedly pressed for his raw, unfiltered opinion. He gave her a solid thumbs up. But Yan Yan wasn't done playing games. She leaned closer, whispering that she had prepared a secret gift just for him. Our protagonist raised an eyebrow in absolute curiosity. Pulling out her phone, she confidently played a private video for him. Our protagonist was utterly confused. Why was she showing him the exact same dance from the stage? With a flirty wink, she confessed that this version contained spicy, exclusive moves meant for his eyes only. She watched him like a hawk, eagerly waiting for a passionate compliment about her stunning figure. But comedy struck in the most brutal way imaginable. Instead of drooling over her, our oblivious protagonist was deeply fixated on Lewin, who was casually chilling in the background of the video. When Yan Yan seductively offered to show him those secret moves in person, he completely shattered her mood by blatantly asking to replay the video instead. A dark cloud of pure irritation instantly shadowed her beautiful face. Meanwhile, just outside the tense bubble, Brother Ha and Li Chang finally arrived at the scene. Brother Ha was grumbling endlessly, but Li Chang swore they had arrived perfectly in time for Yan Yan's epic routine. Suddenly, their loud bickering came to a dead, screeching halt. They overheard a wild crowd of students gossiping about a mysterious girl. This breaking news completely shifted Brother Ha's attention. Get ready for some brutal college heartbreak. Brother Ha brags that the stunning girl from the economics department is totally into him. When the guys demand proof, he puffs out his chest and proudly claims that she is his official girlfriend. But the illusion shatters when a buddy awkwardly points across the courtyard. His so-called girlfriend is blushing hard while chatting up another guy. Brother Ha is completely crushed. Yan Yan has never given him a single smile. Yet, she is absolutely glowing next to our main character, like a tragic extra in a romance manhwa. He realizes that this world is brutally unfair. Suddenly, the tension spikes as Su Qing steps into the scene with a massive bombshell. Our protagonist is going to sing a duet with the gorgeous Shen Yu. Yan Yan instantly flares with jealousy, demanding to know why he hid this from her. His ice-cold reply, "You never bothered to ask." Pouting like a spoiled child, she whines that he should have taken the initiative to confess. He simply smirks, asking exactly why he owes her an explanation. Seeing them flaunt their romance right before her eyes makes Su Qing's blood boil, yet she swallows her burning rage. Her ultimate strategy to claim our main character, reach the absolute peak of success and force him to beg. Meanwhile, in this manhwa, our hero is completely stunned to discover he is the hottest gossip, echoing through the girls' dorms, where Yan Yan endlessly trashes Shen Yu, cutting off the chatter. Su Qing coldly states that she suddenly has zero interest in our leading man. Hilariously ironic for someone who used to be madly obsessed, him. But for Yan Yan, this is a massive win, one less rival to worry about. Feeling awkward, the main character quickly makes his escape, claiming his stage performance is starting soon. Su Qing narrows her eyes, wondering if he is just masking his panic. The moment he walks away, Su Qing pulls Yan Yan aside for a serious reality check. Yan Yan is still convinced that her friend wants the main character, but Su Qing drops a bomb. She is completely over him. Yan Yan glares in disbelief, suspecting a sneaky backstage play just like the Quiet Fox. Shen Yu, in response, Su Qing gets brutally honest. If Yan Yan truly has feelings for the main character, she needs to cut ties with Brother Hao immediately. It is time to end the toxic misunderstandings. Hearing the truth, Yan Yan freezes. With a trembling voice, she finally confesses her true feelings. But the fear of rejection is paralyzing her. What if he says no? What if the whole campus laughs at her? Seeing her friend crumble, Su Qing steps up as the ultimate wingman. She fiercely tells her to block out the background noise. If her heart beats for the main character, public opinion means nothing. Otherwise, she will be haunted by regret forever. Blushing, Yan Yan admits she never expected such profound wisdom from her. She dives in for a playful hug, but their sweet moment is abruptly shattered. The stage host's voice booms over the speakers, announcing a romantic duet. Both girls freeze in absolute horror, and the nightmare only gets worse. Shen Yu steps into the spotlight, looking breathtaking beside the main character. They look like star-crossed lovers from a hit romance manhwa. Naturally, the audience completely loses their minds. The entire stadium chants for a kiss. They want to skip 12 episodes of slow burn and hit the climax right now. Watching them, Yan Yan's jealousy erupts into a blazing inferno. The gloves are off. Meanwhile, in the crowd, a student nudges Brother Hao, asking if the girl on stage is Yan Yan's roommate. He nods, secretly wiping away cold sweat. He breathes a massive sigh of relief, assuming the main character prefers Shen Yu, but his fleeting happiness shatters instantly. The student frantically points out that his supposed girlfriend is marching straight up the stage. Poor Brother Hao is paralyzed with panic. He desperately stammers out a pathetic excuse, but absolutely nobody is buying it. Even his friends pity his delusion. Anyway, Yan Yan storms the spotlight, shoving a bouquet of flowers into their hands. With a challenging glare, she demands the main character sing just for her. Naturally, he tries to awkwardly decline. Catching his hesitation, Yan Yan's eyes flash dangerously. She sharply asks if he enjoys playing with everyone's hearts. Utterly confused, the main character defends himself, claiming he only joined the duet for some free cookies. But Yan Yan is far past listening. She screams that she doesn't care about excuses anymore. In a split second, she grabs his collar and forcefully plants a kiss on his lips. The entire school witnesses the breathtaking hijack. The crowd erupts into absolute chaos. This is an all-out war for dominance in a legendary love triangle. Down in the audience, the ruthless friend turns to a devastated brother. How? Are you sure she is your girl? Or is this just an open relationship? Relationship to spark some serious drama. At this point, poor Hao suffers a complete mental breakdown. As always, Lai Chang steps in to comfort his heartbroken bro. Honestly, at this rate, the poor guy is one step away from his villain origin story. Meanwhile, our main character coldly tells Yan Yan he is not amused by her little stunt. But the bold female lead simply smirks, since he didn't push her away. She claims he completely accepted it. Meanwhile, poor Shen Yu stands completely frozen on stage. She never in a million years imagined things would end up like this. Her mind spirals with terrible visions of campus rumors, labeling her a homewrecker for singing a romantic duet with another girl's boyfriend. The crowd goes wild. Excited students swarm Yan Yan, begging to know if she and our main character are official without missing a beat. She flashes a confident smile. Isn't it totally obvious? She even has the audacity to demand a group photo, posing for the camera. She shamelessly takes control of the narrative, loudly declaring to the entire crowd that she generously allowed her man to perform simply because she and Shen Yu are such good friends. Watching this unfold, our main character is trapped. If he exposes her lies right now, Yan Yan will face devastating public humiliation. But what about Shen Yu's broken heart? He can only sigh, wondering what this chaotic girl is actually plotting, unable to bear the suffocating atmosphere. Shen Yu mutters on, excuse, and turns to flee. But Yan Yan catches the absolute despair written across her face, blocking her path. She viciously reminds her of their secret bet. She won, which means our main character is now her exclusive property. Trembling with suppressed anger, Shen Yu thinks to herself that this fox is entirely shameless. How dare she steal a public kiss when they aren't even officially dating yet? Biting her lip, she turns on her heel with a bitter huff, refusing to say another word. Yan Yan's triumphant gaze follows her, thinking to herself that playing the shy maiden would be a total waste. After all, an absolute catch like our main character is a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. You do not just let a man like that slip away. Later that night, beneath the glowing streetlights, the two walk side by side, breaking the silence. She suddenly throws out the ultimate trap question between her and Shen Yu. Who does he actually like? Without hesitation, our main character brutally admits his heart belongs to Shen Yu. Yan Yan immediately calls him a filthy liar. If he truly cared for that girl, then why on earth did he play along and act like her devoted boyfriend in front of the entire school? Our main character sighs, explaining that her crazy stunt left him absolutely cornered. He then asks if she seriously thinks he is cruel enough to publicly humiliate a girl in front of a massive crowd. Of course, the delusional Yan Yan immediately interprets this as him hiding his true feelings for her. Moving along, they pass a lively group of students blasting music. Suddenly, our main character crosses paths with Chen Wen, who playfully teases him about his stunning new girlfriend. Since Yan Yan looks confused, our main character introduces Chen Wen as their respected senior and the formidable vice president of the student council. Eyes sparkling with mischief, the senior suddenly assumes that a guy with such amazing vocals must know his way around a guitar. She boldly challenges him to play a romantic tune for his girl. To everyone's shock, our main character casually agrees, leaving Yan Yan absolutely speechless, grabbing the acoustic guitar. His fingers dance across the strings as his intense gaze locks directly onto hers. The crowd swoons as he plays, with one girl whispering that Yan Yan must be the luckiest girl in the world. Even the teasing senior notices that the usually bold Yan Yan is blushing furiously. Her heart races as she realizes our main character hasn't broken eye contact with her for a single second. But just as the magical performance wraps up, the romantic tension is shattered when they are Approached by a fierce blonde senior, she confidently introduces herself as Dao Tian, the powerful head representing the university's art department. Since our male lead has the vocals and Yan Yan has the moves, she extends a golden invitation to join their club. However, our main character politely deflects the offer. Deep down, a memory from his past life flickers. He recognizes Tao En immediately, and his instincts scream to keep a safe distance. Beside him, Yan Yan watches in awe, wondering how he constantly stays so effortlessly cool under pressure, unfazed by the gentle rejection. The blonde senior slips him her calling card, leaving the door wide open for his future return. Catching this bold move, Yan Yan Gladys, pointing out the senior's painfully obvious, hidden motives. Our guy just plays dumb, casually asking why she's getting so worked up. This completely shatters her composure, leaving Yan Yan pouting in sheer jealousy. Walking home, she softly asks if she is truly the first girl to ever hear his guitar playing. He nods with a knowing smile, silently adding that she is the first in this current timeline. Without warning, Yan Yan halts in her tracks, looking him dead in the eyes. She drops a massive bombshell. She wants them to be a couple. Seeing his perfectly raised eyebrow, she doubles down on her bold confession. With a wicked smirk, our protagonist leans in dangerously close, playfully demanding to know the perks of being her man. Flushing crimson from head to toe, she stammers through a desperate pitch. From cute coffee dates to endless hangout sessions, her words tumble out in a nervous mess, dropping her voice to a shy whisper. She even hints at crossing the line of intimacy. This bold claim makes our male lead chuckle, asking if rejecting her means losing all those sweet benefits forever. Panicking, she practically screams no, closing the gap between them. He asks if she truly knows what she's asking for. He brings up her manipulative little games, back in military training, whispering a dark warning that even his patience has a strict limit. Totally lost, Yan Yan blinks, demanding to know what he means by that. But words are no longer needed. Taking total control of the moment, our male lead pulls her in for a breathtaking kiss. Yan Yan's entire world short-circuits. It is the ultimate irony. This is the exact same campus goddess that Brother Hao desperately chased for 4 grueling years. Yet, our main character just conquered her effortlessly, watching her brain malfunction. He throws out a teasing remark, snapping back to reality. An utterly embarrassed Yan Yan chomps down on his arm. He winces in pure shock, while she proudly declares it as his rightful punishment, with her heart still racing. Yan Yan nervously asks if this makes them an official couple. Our guy just laughs, wondering how she could even question their status after a kiss like that. Riding a wave of absolute euphoria, she immediately decides to flex their brand new relationship online, keeping his low profile intact. Our male lead dodges the camera, settling for an aesthetic shot of their intertwined hands. Yet, amidst the sweet romance, a sudden wave of guilt hits our protagonist. He feels terrible for Brother Hao, especially since he is actually starting to fall for Yan Yan himself. The drama then shifts to the girls' dormitory. Su Qing locks eyes with a completely shattered Shen Yu, ruthlessly reminding her of the warning she gave. She breaks down Yan Yan's deeply competitive personality. That girl only craves the thrill of an impossible chase. Just look at Brother Hao. His undying loyalty meant absolutely nothing, while our mysterious main character became her ultimate prize. As for the man himself, Su Qing reveals a crucial secret. He absolutely loves women who take the initiative. That is exactly why she previously tried to force Shen Yu to forfeit the love battle. In her mind, nobody understands the inner workings of our protagonist's heart better than she does. He demands proactive energy, letting those words sink in. Shen Yu shoots back a dangerous question. Wait, is not Su Qing herself caught in that exact same chase? Su Qing just shakes her head, her gaze filled with absolute certainty. Unlike ordinary girls, she firmly believes she and the main character are bound by destiny. Baffled, Shen Yu brings up the elephant in the room. What about that shocking kiss Yan gave him on stage? Surprisingly, Su Qing's expression remains completely calm. She isn't mad at all. She knows exactly why her heart remains steady. Though she admits one thing, Watching her destined man kiss another girl in public still stings just a little bit, with a mysterious smile. She tells Shen Yu she simply wouldn't understand. It is like a legal wife catching her husband playing around. If even that ultimate betrayal couldn't shatter her composure, why would a meaningless kiss matter? Her confident tone practically declares him as her wayward husband already. Shen Yu is completely speechless. Is her friend losing her mind? They are literally just college freshmen, yet she is already plotting out their marriage. Sachin casually brushes off the shock, teasingly telling her friend to just focus on her studies instead. Shen Yu nods along. But deep inside, she feels incredibly bitter about this messy love triangle. Fast forward to that exact same night, while doom scrolling through her feed, a massive bombshell drops. A cozy photo of the main character and Yan Yan, officially announcing their relationship. Staring blankly at the screen, Shen Yu can only curse this cruel, unfair world. But the wheel of fate keeps turning. The very next day, our main character strolls right into a high-end auto dealership, ready to flex his wealth. Using his absolute cheat code of future stock market knowledge, he had already dominated the financial world, racking up millions in pure, glorious profit. His target, a sleek, luxurious premium convertible. The absolute ultimate ride for a young boss. But from the shadows, a snobby senior saleswoman scoffs at his casual look, shoving the task to her rookie junior. She uses this chance for a cruel lesson. She sneers that broke window shoppers like him aren't worth a single drop of effort. But the sweet, fresh-faced rookie completely ignores the toxicity, approaching him with a radiant, welcoming smile, bowing politely. She introduces herself and offers her absolute best service. Without missing a beat, our main character casually asks for the price. No hesitation. No flinching. His overwhelming aura of confidence hits her instantly. This guy isn't playing around. He is a literal heavyweight boss. The moment he demands a test drive, she snaps into action, scrambling to set it up. The engine roars to life, and the drive is absolute perfection. The very second he steps out, he slaps down the cash. Paid in full, the rookie's jaw hits the floor. Meanwhile, the arrogant senior saleswoman watches from afar, her eyes bugging out in pure horror. A classic face-slapping moment. The rookie practically flies to fetch the official paperwork. Our boss casually flips through the contract, listening to her detail the premium insurance and elite maintenance perks. Satisfied with her flawless service, he gives a firm nod of approval. The deal is sealed, just like that. The ultimate status symbol belongs to him, leaving the snobby senior choking on her own massive regret and absolute despair. But a luxurious car is just the beginning. A true boss needs a high-end mansion. Fast forward a few hours later, the sun begins to set on his epic shopping spree. Our main character is now cruising through the city streets with Yan Yan riding shotgun in his new beast, screaming with excitement. She snaps a glamorous selfie and instantly posts it. He lets her have her fun, knowing her little flex will save him from endlessly explaining his new wealth later. But the real shocker drops when he casually mentions they are heading straight to his newly purchased private estate. Her heart absolutely explodes. Blushing fiercely, she stammers, asking if spending the entire night together is really okay, drawing the line at what she calls bad behavior, insisting she needs to head back to her dorm immediately. But wait, right before slipping away, she catches him off guard with a sudden kiss, whispering that the absolute least she could do is give him a proper reward for spoiling her. With Yan taking the lead, our main character decides all bets are off. The tension in the room skyrockets in seconds, leaving a breathless Yan completely overwhelmed and begging him to pump the brakes. But our guy's charm is just too lethal, and she finds herself melting into his irresistible rhythm. Just as they hit the point of no return, Yan Yan slams on the emergency brake, flushed bright red with embarrassment. She hastily stammers out a clumsy excuse, left with no other choice. Our main character reluctantly agrees to walk her back to her dorm room. But inside, the man is screaming internally. She lit the fuse, walked away, and left him to burn down entirely on his own. Fast forward to later that night. Our main character is chilling in his brand new place, brainstorming his next big money-making scheme. Out of nowhere, his phone buzzes with a text from Lewin. Rolling his eyes, our guy immediately bets that this girl only slides into his messages when she needs some quick cash. Still, he texts her back, only for her to drop a bomb. She is heading over right now. Moments later, She is standing right on his doorstep. Our main character is utterly baffled. Did she seriously travel all the way out here in the dead of night just to beg for a loan, figuring that is exactly what she wants? He smoothly invites her inside to talk business, but plot twist, Lewin is playing a totally different game tonight. She looks our main character dead in the eye and offers a spicy deal, 4,000 yuan in exchange for whatever he desires. She even throws shade at Yan, promising she will not leave him hanging halfway. Our guy's jaw practically hits the floor. Still, a deal is a deal, and he eagerly accepts. He can instantly tell she is totally green at this. So he flashes a confident smirk and tells her to leave the heavy lifting to him. And boom, after 19 agonizing chapters of build-up, our main character finally scores the ultimate victory. But of course, just like a legendary Dragon Ball Z battle that stretches across multiple episodes, this spicy scene goes on forever. The story then jumps to the bright morning sun of the next day. Lulin lies there, replaying the wild events that unfolded last night. Our beast of a main character truly put her through an absolute marathon of a workout, breaking her train of thought. Our guy casually asks if she is planning to head out soon. She quietly nods, saying she might as well since she has absolutely protecting nothing else on her schedule today. Seeing a golden opportunity, he smoothly suggests she stay a little longer and keep him entertained. Lewin instantly puts up her guard, reminding him she is not his actual girlfriend. Yet, in the same breath, she slyly mentions he can ring her up whenever he has certain needs. Our main character sees right through her sneaky little tsundere act, riding that wave. He pulls her close, whispering that he suddenly has a huge problem only she can possibly F9. In the end, our unstoppable duo goes a few more intense rounds before breakfast. The timeline then speeds up, dropping us 2 weeks into the future. Inside the bustling art department, a group of students is grinding through rehearsals for a major upcoming event. Yan Yan is nowhere to be found, and this is seriously taking off Tao Tian. She quietly sees, swearing that if it were not for Chen Wen pulling strings, she would have never let Yan Yan step foot in their department in the first place. Speak of the devil, Yan Yan finally bursts through the doors alongside our main character, frantically bowing in apology. It turns out she was busy playing chauffeur for him all morning. Our main character casually waves hello to Dao Tian, unfazed. Dao Tian coldly warns Yan that skipping out on rehearsals comes with a steep penalty, but Yan simply brushes it off with a playful little salute, making it crystal clear she does not care at all. Stepping up to the plate, our main character explains that Yan Yan was absent because of him, but in this manhwa, he didn't come empty-handed. He dropped a tempting offer, looking to recruit students for an exclusive, high-paying part-time gig. Hooked by the opportunity, Dao Tian quickly grabs his contact info and drops him into their group chat. But curiosity takes over, and she sneaks a peek at our main character's social media feed. The flashy posts leave her stunned. Could he secretly be a wealthy second-generation heir? Yet, a bitter wave of disappointment hits her when she spots the ultimate deal-breaker he has already taken. Later, the moment rehearsal wraps up, Yan suddenly boldly asks to visit his place. Our main character freezes, completely baffled. Wasn't she the exact same girl who fiercely rejected his invitation before? Yan simply smirks, claiming that last time was totally different. This time, she is bringing the whole squad along for the ride. The scene cuts to the luxurious apartment complex. The moment Such Ching spots the building's prime location, her eyes widen in absolute shock. She vividly remembers that in the future, these exact Lewin units would skyrocket to a staggering 6 million each. Back in her past life, she was far too broke to even dream of owning one. And more importantly, in that previous timeline, our main character had sworn a solemn vow. He promised that in their next life, he would buy this exact dream home for her. With her heart racing, she naturally assumes he bought this luxurious sanctuary just for her. But as the door clicks open, the rest of the girls are instantly blown away by the sheer wealth. Yan Yan instantly whips out her phone, snapping aesthetic shots of the private gym and stunning balcony. Hilariously, the very same girl who refused to come earlier suddenly starts screaming, calling our main character her husband and begging to move in, trying to dodge the chaotic energy. Our main character smoothly changes the subject. He reveals special welcoming gifts for Yan and the entire squad. Impressed by the flex, Shen Yu playfully tells Yan not to get jealous that they are reaping the rewards of her boyfriend's wealth. Yan just brushes it off with a proud smile. Meanwhile, Suqing silently analyzes the gift bags. Her eyes narrow as she realizes these aren't basic cosmetics, they are top-tier luxury brands, playing the perfect hostess. Yan generously offers her share to Luan. However, Luan instantly shuts her down, coldly stating she has absolutely no use for makeup. With an icy tone, she announces her abrupt departure, claiming she has a critical matter to attend to immediately, catching the awkward drift. The rest of the girls take this as their perfect cue to escape. Yan pouts, complaining about their hasty retreat when they haven't even finished the grand house tour. Shen Yu ignores the complaint, offering a polite, flawless smile as she thanks our main character for the luxury goods before vanishing. With the crowd gone, Suqing glares at Yan and our main character, acting sickeningly sweet. But something deep in her gut screams that this is wrong. Back in their past life, our main character was never this openly affectionate, connecting the dots. She concludes he must be overcompensating to heal his past regrets. Yet, the most infuriating part, since stepping foot inside, he has treated her like an absolute ghost, pushed to her limit. She finally demands an explanation. But the second she asks for a private chat, Yan fiercely intercepts, completely shutting her down and telling her to back off. This leaves Suing reeling. She just needed to confirm their shared destiny. But our main character delivers the final, crushing blow. He coldly orders her not to misunderstand his intentions. How could such Qing boldly demand a secret rendezvous with a man who is deeply committed to his girlfriend? Swallowing her shock, she maintains her icy composure, stating he doesn't need to panic. Fate cannot be changed. And sooner or later, she will uncover the truth. With everyone finally gone, Yan claims her territory in the living room, blissfully scrolling through her glowing screen, hunting for the perfect selfie to post. But the vibe shifts when she suddenly feels the main character's burning gaze beside her. Confused, she asks why he is staring so intensely. His answer is dangerously simple. They have been apart for a whole weeks. The tension instantly skyrockets. Before she can even catch her breath, he forcefully pins her against the soft sofa. The atmosphere is purely electric. This is the ultimate chance for our main character to finally cross that line. But plot twist, Yan abruptly pushes him away, leaving him completely frozen, dropping a massive bombshell. She nervously admits she is not mentally ready for this step. Her unbelievable counteroffer, a brutal 3-month waiting period for intimacy. Our main character stares in absolute disbelief, asking if she is actually serious. She nods shyly. Honestly, at this pace, by the time those 3 agonizing months finally wrap up, our guy might just end up conquering every single one of her beautiful friends instead.